You're going to hear some lip smacking, but they are the softest cookies.
I like the idea that, like, what happens underwater stays underwater.
Oh my God. Feel the vibration as you zip him up.
Pete, I was going to say, how attached are you to the squiggle shirt?
But why is it perfect for the bathroom?
Because it's got a butt in it.
Yeah. Oh, I could fuck that fish, Prince.
I like it. It's weird.
What?
It's a bit gross, but I like it.
There are people of very few words, Peter.
All your clothes right now, remove them.
We are going to enter first, so we all make sure we all get in. So chuck your code in your phones, peoples. It's the NBNs. Oops,
Well,
You
no
idiot. What was that?
quick, everyone enter.
What was that?
If anyone works it out.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm Nick Bye. Welcome to Back Pocket for Wednesday, the 4th of November. Tonight on the show, some Game Boys, a very bald boy, and oh boy, Pock-art is back for sure this time, but I can't do any of Pock-art, so that's why I brought along
Gus, keeper of all the passwords, like the NBNs.
Oh, and Steph, who has reached 1,000 light level in Destiny 2. Hold your applause.
Hey!
Thank you very much.
Yeah!
And nothing's new for me.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Nothing's new for you.
Apparently,
How casual is
Will's older brother,
I see it.
or the Woods baby Burns.
Oh, the
I like
Woods baby.
Peter Babyface Burns. I mean, you lose the woodsman by losing the beard. I don't know why we're keeping that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sounds like
the
a
beard.
gangster.
I shaved the beard with the axe that I just sharpened on.
Yeah, and then you have to give up that axe. That's how this works.
You don't give
Shave
an
the
axe to a
beard,
baby.
Lizzie.
That's not how it works.
I do need to fix something though.
Oh, okay.
Look at this what's going on with that camera?
I don't know.
Oh, it's not in focus.
It's not exposed
It's not in
properly,
focus?
and it's not in focus.
Yeah.
And whose fault is that? Peter, but he's not here. Only Babyface.
That's fine. We got a baby running.
Well, in the meantime, let me show you my T-shirt this week because it's cute.
Please. Oh, okay, good.
Well, we can't because we can't switch to it. There we go. This was the aforementioned promised Porg tee.
Yeah, it's like the wolves howling at the moon, but it's porgs.
That's exciting.
What is your thoughts on the Porgs? Because I got excited for them when they were announced. Then they got instant backlash by people who were like, I hate these.
Yep.
And then now I've come around to them.
Yeah, I'm pro porg.
You're pro Porg.
I think
Okay.
they're adorable. I think they are the level of quirk that makes Star Wars charming and not cringy.
Weren't they in the movie for like 30 seconds?
They were in the second movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were like scattered throughout.
Yes, who gives a fuck?
They were great.
Let it be
and then there was the
adorable.
great shot of Chewbacca like roasting one on the fire, and then it cuts to the porg's face, and it's like.
messed up.
So originally, in the original maybe script, or there was some storyboard art of it, when there's a scene of them all, Luke throws his lightsaber over his shoulder, and it's the end of the episode 4, 7, and they pick
They're
up.
basically the same films.
Yeah.
They pick up in 8 where he throws the lightsaber over his shoulder, but in 8 they show the Porgs all around the lightsaber, and one of them's kind of pressing the button with his foot.
That's funny.
And everyone's like, oh! But in the original concept art, there is one looking up it and getting a lightsaber through its head.
Amazing.
So that was an original thing they wanted to put in the film.
Oh my
Chewbacca.
god!
We got a level 3 hype train going right now. Well done, everybody. Congratulations.
Yes,
Well,
well
we're sharing
done.
t-shirts as well. My new t-shirt.
Oh yep.
Take it easy. Nothing is under control.
That's kind of a perfect
Apps
summary
for
of
today.
tonight.
You better
Apps
fucking
for
believe that
today.
one. Yeah.
That should be my shirt.
It should be. No, you
Though don't take it easy. Nothing's ever under control, and I take it poorly.
If this was your shirt, none of this would be there, and it
No.
would just be the text down the bottom.
Peter's shirt would be, give it here, I'll do it. That's what your shirt would say.
Give it here, don't do it, and then on the back, seriously, don't touch that.
And if it was Gus's shirt, it would be like, I'll learn that, and then ask every time he does it, so I'll just do it.
Ooh.
How else will you learn
This is
that I can't
like
learn?
the therapy couch now.
I think we're just taking on
feet
the
up.
current global climate of angst and unrest right now.
And passive aggressive truths.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So we hope that we can ease the angst a little bit with a couple of hours of whatever the opposite of angst is. I suppose it's easiness.
The opposite of angst, calm.
Maximum chill.
Maximum.
Max.
Yes, that's what I'd like to call it.
Engagement.
Now, I did want to ask before we get into everything else, what do you think of Pete's chin?
Oh, well, this is the Pete that I first started dating.
Yeah.
So I knew him prior to Beard. I think think maybe when we started dating, he grew out his facial hair because I had a complex about him being younger than me, and then he grew a beard, and I was like, oh, it's fine now.
Interesting.
Walking around with a pipe.
I mean, you thought about it more than I did. I just
true.
it just happened to me.
In Pete's mind, he finally was in a relationship. He's like, I can let myself go.
Yeah.
Let it out.
I am not looking forward to the mustache, but
Okay.
I am proud that you'll be raising lots of money for charity. Please, I'm sure you'll put up your donation thing somewhere. Chat, please.
You can exclaim.
Please donate to it to make this worth it.
There should be in the chat any minute now. There will be a link to the Back Pocket Movember charity drive. We want to raise some money for Movember. We are going to be doing it. We're going to be doing some sort of staggered phase system, which I don't think is necessarily how all Movember operates. But damn it, that's how we're going to do it. Pete's already shaved. Tonight on the show, Angus will be shorn
Really?
live.
Really?
Have you missed all of this?
Did you not know?
I'm not part of the company.
You were here
I'm
all
not
day.
here for no, but I had
It's
headphones in.
definitely doing it.
I was editing and stuff. I don't know. This
yes.
is so exciting.
Well, look, with a minor compromise, is that I think we're going to shave me into a big dirty mo.
Face.
With maybe, I think the idea was to shave a pockety into my chin.
Yeah, we want to
That's-
see if we can get the pockety shape.
what? Who has the skill to be able to shave a pockety?
Hi, my
Nick
Hi,
Boy.
and I'm not the one doing it.
You may have met me in my previous
Can we do-
hair landscaping
because you have a decent amount of facial hair on you. Can we do the thing where it goes like this and then down and then all the way back up again?
No.
Like all
No.
the way, just
And-
for a second.
Yeah, no, I think we should have some fun on
So,
the way there.
Just
I'm
for
thinking-
a second.
Big
Just long enough for everyone to screen cap it.
we're going to go big handlebar. Everything else will be like a 2, will be like stubble, and then I'm going to clean it up and come up with something later on in the week once I have to deal with the repercussions. I don't know why I said... I know why I said yes to this, because as we mentioned, this is for a good cause, but it was just looking at the people around me get joy out of the thought of this.
Yeah.
Even if the only
Chat.
cause was to clean you the hell up, it would be a good cause.
I think this is going to then send me down the path of dealing with the hair.
Yep.
We might go back to some more traditional hair, because this is just getting nuts. I can't deal with this.
And then at the end of the month, can we shave the tum?
What?
Oh no, that's an itchy grow back process for him. I don't think that's good.
Now you step in for the support. Oh, no. We couldn't do that. He'd have an itchy belly, Nick. Thank you.
I care about you when it counts.
So we're going to be doing that. I can't shave right now because I have some committed to on-camera things that I need to do, where I can't necessarily have the mustache. So we'll see what happens throughout that. But we do hope that you guys can support in any way that you can to the Movember Drive. It's a very good cause, and we'll talk about it a little later in the show. One of the things that is on camera that I am committing to is that on Sunday, we're doing a very special show out of here that is not a Back Pocket show. This is a Low-Key show. This is our production company, but it is the Assassin's Creed launch next week. And so we are working with Ubisoft to put together Voyage to Valhalla, which is an Assassin's Creed game show, which will be running on Sunday night at 7 p.m., I believe.
I
I'm
believe
very
also.
excited.
On twitch.tv/Ubisoft ANZ.
And it sounds like you guys have quite a visual production. Some of my props from home, my Viking props, have been rejected.
There you go.
Apparently, you already have drinking horns.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No, true.
Well, it's all sorted.
So we have literally, we will wrap tonight. We'll pack up some stuff. People are coming in here, ripping out this whole set, installing a brand new Viking set in here for the weekend, which should look phenomenal. We are so excited about that.
Ubisoft Twitch.
Ubisoft Twitch. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
It will not be on this channel.
No, it'll be on. I think it's Ubisoft ANZ is the
Yeah.
Twitch channel.
Correct.
And then you're going to be on the show. I am the Viking Quizmaster. We've got other guests.
And let's just roll that one back to say, I've got a thing for work that I can't do anything with my facial hair for. I'm going to be a Viking Quizmaster. The perfect example of a time that you would want a crazy moustache and some crazy fixed up
Stephanie,
You're not-
did the Vikings have mustaches?
I mean, I don't think so.
They did not. And I looked because I am the first person who would have. I fucking have a mustache.
I wouldn't
Life.
describe the facial hair you have now as particularly Viking-esque either, to be fair.
I reckon you could do something with it. You could shave some sections and make it accentuate it a little bit more. But I did love that you were like, no, we'll shave you, Gus, but I've got work commitments.
No, I need to continue looking good. But it should be a fun night. So we've got
The other guests,
Special guests, yep.
Yeah, special guests are Jordan Raskopoulos.
Yes.
Will be on one team. Geek GG.
Yes.
Another streamer. Then we've got Aloni. Surname is a
Vulikeki. I will get it right by Sunday. An ex
NRL player?
Ex Roosters player, massive Assassin's Creed fan, fantastic hair.
and then of course
Hex
Stephanie.
Steph.
Me!
and then special guest appearance.
I was going to say
Let's leave them as a bit of a tease, I think.
Totally, but it should be a very, very fun night. Yeah, like we've been working on it for a while, putting it together, so it should be a blast. I'm just most excited about the set. The set's going to be awesome.
It's very cool. Some of it arrived today. I've carried some of it in.
Yep.
And I've tested some of it out. Make of that what you will.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I came in and I said, "Did you do the thing?" And you were like, "That was
Cool,
the
it's the
first thing I did."
Yeah.
And then
Stop talking.
You guys are so good at being cryptic. I didn't know that there's special guests.
There's a thing.
there's a thing that you are gonna wet yourself at.
What?
Thing. I watched it today. Oh my god! I know because I was away on the weekend when it came through.
Yeah.
And it's just like, mwah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp really went for it.
He did.
Yeah, he really dives into his characters.
The other thing.
Viking upstairs.
The other thing that we should bring up before we get into the show proper is next week we may or may not be doing something because we also have something else on that is
More
interstate.
cryptic.
This is less
Another-
interesting vagueness.
Yeah, this is boring vagueness.
No. Sorry. I meant this.
We
show.
may not be doing
We
a
may
show
not
next
be
week.
doing a show next week.
That's clearer.
Sorry. I completed a sentence in my head. We may or may not be doing this show next week. Stay tuned to our socials. We'll find out. We just need to figure out some timings because next week's pretty hectic. But we will let you know, and we will if
there is a void of a show, it will be filled with something.
we'll compensate with something at some time and do something. So just keep an eye on that. All right. Are we good?
I think we're good.
Are we? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I'm confused.
I'm very confused. If we don't do a thing, then we'll fill it with a thing, and the thing will be fine.
Well, when else do we talk to these people?
That's true.
All right, let's get into it. What have we been playing? Not much, but we're still going to talk about it because this is, I'm just saying, what y'all been playing. And we had to do this segment because it's brought to you by Brent Jones, aka LowkiiCat, who did DM me at some point, or maybe he just sent me a message suggesting, because remember how last week I was like,
Yeah.
I don't have something for LowkiiCat that's like this cool thing that we do.
I wait week on week for you to
I
have
thought
written
that
an
was
essay about it.
Avexia that you didn't have stuff for.
Avexia is still being coy, but
Yeah.
it's now sent things.
Yeah, no, this was like
Gotcha.
where we didn't write something specifically for LowkiiCat, but LowkiiCat, I believe, suggested that things that he could do if he was in here and a cat. So that's what every week we would describe what the LowkiiCat did in the studio to like piss everybody off.
So if Loki was a cat
Yep.
in the
Brent
studio,
Jones.
Yeah, like
Yep.
a
if
studio cat.
Brent Jones was a cat
Yep.
and was in the studio, what would he do?
Well, we tell a story about what he did this week.
Well,
Oh.
well, then if that's the case, I think
Okay.
one of the more sort of typical things of your LowkiiCat is that while we were working, he was quietly sitting in the corner, drawing no attention whatsoever.
Please.
But then suddenly a sound was heard, a sound that I'm not used to hearing, which was just... You don't have a cat, do you?
No.
Very specific sound, and neither of you are quite nailing it because it also involves a mechanism like a.
Oh my God.
And you're
I have
like-
kids, and if you hear that, that's a disaster.
Yeah, true. Well, it's close to that as well, and you think, hang on, I know that sound. It'll pierce through headphones if you're listening to something, and you'll just... And there he was, Brent Jones in the corner, and then just suddenly... out it came.
And the hairball was in the shape of a pockety.
There you go. I'm sure this is
Thanks,
exactly
LowkiiCat.
what he wanted when he was like, hey, you could do this, and cut to 3 people on the couch go,
Describing his gag reflex.
yeah.
That's a gif that's
Kit
gonna
Carnage.
be
Yeah,
back to-
but I'm the one that's going to get friggin'
got the
gifts
close-up.
now because I had the close-up.
Kit Carnage says, "Sounds like my neighbour's having a party."
Hey, there you go.
Right, Kit
This is
Carnage.
cool neighbours. Speaking of cool neighbours, before we get into the show, $603 already raised. for November.
Oh,
That's amazing.
When we started this show 14 minutes ago, $0 on that page. So there you go. Congratulations,
Send
everybody.
me the link to that somehow so we can bring that up at some stage.
Yep.
We'll find it in the outbreak.
It's there. So, all right, what have we been playing? Let's talk about what we've been playing. Pete,
Quiet week.
Pete, it has been a bit of a quiet week. Pete, what have you been
a
up to?
little bit. I've been playing Dota.
It's back.
This is a cop-out. This is a cop-out response because you play Dota every night of your life.
That's not true. I haven't played Dota in like 2 weeks because I've only been playing Destiny. But
And look at his face. He's just gotten into the game.
this was me before Dota. So the latest Halloween event is happening. It's called Dietide. Dietide happened in 2012 and 13.
I was going to say, this
I
is
think.
very old.
Yeah. And was put on the back burner. And
What are we looking at? This looks like a Pixar film.
This is the trailer for it. This isn't the game of it, but it's a Valve cinematic, so it looks really cool.
Yeah.
The other clip is gameplay, so we may as well go to that because this.
I don't
not
know.
showing
I'm
us
enjoying
anything
this.
about.
I want you to describe the mode, and then we'll see the gameplay.
Okay, so the mode is kind of similar to normal Dota. It's not as different as the last event game was, which was more of a roguelike.
Roguelike, yeah.
This is a 2-lane. There's still creeps in the lanes. But the objective is to collect candy for Roshan. Because Roshan wants his candies.
I see.
So by killing creeps, you level as a team, you earn gold as a team, you don't earn individual gold. Last hitting denying isn't really a problem.
Look, it's totally different than normal Dota.
Consideration.
I was going to say.
There is a sheen of they've put a filter on it that's from original Photoshop, make it look like art.
Yeah, right.
So
right,
it's
okay.
everything has
contrast and vibrance?
a cell shaded
okay, yeah, I
a
know
little
what
bit,
you
but
mean.
it's
Actually, is kind of your LOL look, isn't it? That's
Yes.
yeah, totally.
quite a-
The concept is that as you get kills, you collect the candy that drops from the creeps, and then you take it back to your base. And the team that collects the most candy during I think they're 8-minute rounds or something. It's first to 3 round wins. They're quite short.
It's Heroes of the Storm.
It is totally Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, just the lesser lanes. Is that kind of the
Even Heroes had
some maps
right?
had 2 lanes, but it's more the idea of objective-based gameplay of collect these things, bring them somewhere, they activate a thing. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And sorry, I missed the bit at the start. You're denying other enemy players candy. If you kill them, you get theirs. Or?
If you kill them, their candy drops.
Sure.
Do the heroes have the full suite of
Yes.
abilities and an item shop?
There is an item shop as well, yes. Because it's first to 3 round wins, you could play. Let me do the maths. I can't do it. I'm so tired.
You can do 5.
You could do 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Peter Burns can't count to 5, but that's fine because he's a baby.
It's true.
Baby learn maths. So the gold and experience that you've earned throughout all the rounds is maintained until someone wins 3 rounds. So by round 5, if it gets to that, if it's 2 apiece, then you're pretty powerful. You're kind of like mid rolling into late game powerful. Kind of mid game powerful.
Yeah, okay.
You got a few items but the strategy is quite different to
Look at
normal.
Roche go!
Yeah, so the objective is to collect the candy. There's points on the map where candy spawns, which pulls everyone into the candy zone for that part.
Go on.
And then the other interesting element of it is, because it's all pretty similar to Dota in the way that you play the game, except for the strategy of, all right, I'll run back to base. There's you can pass. So if you're holding candy, you can throw it to your teammates. If you're about to die, you might get your candy off to a bristleback who is going to be able to tank the damage. So you're like, boom,
And-
go.
Bristleback.
And is that a skill shot or guaranteed?
It's not a
pass?
skill shot. It's a guaranteed pass, but it's also it is a point and click.
That's
you have
cool.
to click
Yeah.
your hero.
Nice.
So, and the other element that adds to the fun of it, the chaos of it, I guess, is that Roshan exists on the map, and he demands candy, and he will attack the teams, alternate his attack on the teams.
Right.
And his attack, quote unquote attack, is that he comes to the team asking for candy, and the number's above his head. So if you're carrying 3 candy and he needs 3 candy, you give all your candy to Roshan, and he won't kill you. And if you don't, he will
So
kill
he's
you
got
and
the
your team
3. I
gets
just saw
cursed.
that there. Hang on,
Yeah.
we'll go back one little snippet. Yeah, right. So there's a number on top of him, and you've got to have the corresponding amount of candy, unless. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you need to sate his appetite, and then he'll leave you alone. That number increases the more candy.
Oh,
you-
yeah, he's patting his
Right.
tum-tum.
I believe it increases the more you've banked. So there's like there's some
So you can't just be
strategy-
stockpiling it necessarily. And
There's some strategy in just holding it on your person as opposed to banking it in your bank.
Oh,
where,
okay.
where then the next time it's coming to you, it needs 7, and you're like, I've got 3, you've got 4. Can we all?
So
meet up?
someone
okay.
literally
Anyone.
he's not taking from the bank. He's taking from like
them.
player
Individual
in
players.
the field who might have 30 candy on them because they're trying
Incredible.
to stockpile. So there's some fun elements to that, and yeah, if you fail, your whole team gets cursed and is taking damage over time for a period of time.
Yeah, right.
Brutal.
And if you win, he just turns against the enemy team, and he picks a player that he will charge.
Yeah,
so
right.
you got to rally around that player to make sure Roshan gets the candy.
that's heaps cool.
It's a cool little element to it.
And you having fun with it? Like, it's,
Yeah, like again, I haven't played Dota in a couple of weeks, and it was like a good excuse to jump back in and to play something a little fresh. It is very Dota in like you need to know the heroes. It's a smaller hero pool, I think. You can't pick from everyone. I've only played like 7 or 8 rounds, but yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a cool little
Yeah.
spin.
It makes me A, miss playing Dota, B, miss playing Heroes of the Storm. So that sounds like a lot of fun.
And we're watching the end of the cinema.
I really like this.
It's not
It's cute.
it's not tied to any sort of financial like battle pass or something.
It is tied to a. It's not financial. You don't buy into it, but you do rank up in it.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a classic Valve move of there's chess and keys for the
Yeah,
chess.
yeah.
So there is heaps of microtransaction bullshit associated with it. You don't need to engage with that, but the skins are very nice.
They're always very nice. Those
Yeah.
skins, best skins by far.
I just love just rolling back, obviously, when this like terrifying creature comes bursting through the woods in this cinematic. It's fantastic. And then all the creeps, and then just holds up the like, I want candy jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah.
That's
Very
great.
cool.
Cool. All right. Stephanie, what have you been playing?
Well, I have been trying to get my head around Among Us in VR.
ambitious.
We got a Quest 2 a little while ago, and I'm still trying to figure it out. And yeah, I think it's been what it is basically someone has created a mod for VR chat that replicates the game but in 3D, which is really cool. So it's
You're playing VR Chat, the app that's been out for quite a while, where everyone, the one you talked about.
yeah. So I'd never been in there before, but there's when you go in there, I think I talked about this last week. I think Peter had like a brief encounter with VR, and he learned
playing at 2 a.m, lying in bed.
Yeah, he learned how to copy a skin off someone, which I still don't know how to do. And so his character was a giant ginger cat.
Fat cat.
A fat cat. Is it a character from something?
No, just fat cat.
Okay. Well, that's how I spawned in the game, and you don't get like given a costume when you start Among Us. So that's what I was. I was a giant cat.
In Among Us.
In Among Us,
great,
yeah,
great.
yeah. And it's really clever the way it's been done. It really does feel like something that you've only known as a 2-dimensional experience is suddenly 3D and
Totally.
you're in it. So it's really cool. All of like it's pretty janky and it's quite laggy. Like it definitely could be better, but for something that someone has just made, you know,
The whole game is janky and laggy though. Like VR
Right,
chat.
so it's the
not
VR
Among
Yeah,
Us.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
it is the experience of being in the VR chat.
Yeah, but some of the tasks, like I couldn't figure out how to make them work and things like that. But otherwise, it kind of replicates the experience in 3D, which is a really eerie thing because you always wonder about what it would be like to go into a video game. But when it's a 2D video game,
And a very primitive looking one. in its
yeah,
charming
yeah,
sense, but the jump
to
from
be
that
to be in the
3D.
cafeteria and everything is really cool.
That's fantastic.
The thing is, I feel like as a 35-year-old woman working in video games, like I have never before.
Sorry, that's not as a mother. That's very particular.
I have never before, like up to this point, I've never really felt like out of touch in any way. Like I very much have worked in this industry for a long time. I'm very like current in it. I believe that video games are predominantly an adult medium for adults, but this is like, and granted, obviously I'm not playing a lot of like Minecraft or Roblox or like even like Fortnite to a degree, but like this is the first experience I had where I just got in there and I was like, I feel so old. Like it was all just like, it's all kids and they were all yelling and some of them were mean and I didn't know what I was doing and they were talking about characters that I didn't know about, like in internet meme culture or whatever.
Sorry, what's happening here?
I don't know.
Is that, I was going to say, how do you murder someone? We'll go back to what you were saying before. And I was like, do you walk up behind them and snap their necks or something?
No, it's pretty primitive. If you're an imposter, it'll just come up with the opportunity, just like it does in the other game.
Yeah, of course.
Comes up with an opportunity to kill them. But I made a little kind of clip of like my experience. It's a bit janky, but just we can watch it so that you can get a sense of what it's like. It's mostly just children yelling at me.
Okay, good. Well, welcome to my life.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm this cat. I think you just... Are you guys trying to play Among Us? I think you have to go through this door.
There's Among Us right there.
Is that you?
Bitch, die, fucking cat, stab your eyeball.
Why do you want to stab my eyeball?
Hearing little kids.
Behind you! What is it?
Oh, it's Siren Head.
Siren Head? Is it from a game?
Called Siren Head.
Is it like
This is a
Slender Man?
nightmare. Oh, you're in. You got in.
Yeah.
It looks like obviously
Listen,
you're using
I actually know
different
how to play this
skins
game.
than the one we just looked at before, which is
Not
quite
what you think,
polished.
little cat.
Oh, I think it is what I think. I think you murdered someone right in front of me. You need to do your task. You need to do your task. I'm going to do my task. Leave me alone.
Those character models seem to be
Terrifying.
Yeah, stick with me. We'll look out for each other.
You're mumming these kids hard.
Yeah, monkey.
Just people change avatars halfway through.
Oh my god. The big fat cat paw.
Flips, you just killed him. You said you'd never played this game before.
It's the cat.
Okay, listen,
is
listen,
the cat.
Chili,
It is
Chili. I
the
saw Purple
cat.
kill the monkey
is
McFly
that.
guy. It was right in front of me. Listen, Chili, you have to
Welcome to the
vote.
future.
Look at me, look at him.
What happened?
Chili, Chili,
going on?
Chili. Look at me, Chili. You have to vote. Please, Chili.
It was like just,
God.
I was trying to like play it as seriously as possible because a lot of the time you just get in there and people are just yelling at each other and it's just it's just like chaos. So I was like, guys, let's just try and enjoy this experience the way it was supposed to be enjoyed and like, you know, do our tasks and someone is the murderer and like let's just do it. And then you end up having these conversations with someone who's just like wigging out and chilly on the
It's a
ground.
funny thing because when you're in VR, like to just talk to someone and not move your body feels like you're not doing the game justice or the system justice.
Yeah.
So I found, I think when I did VR chat once, I emoted a lot more than I would have. I was like, well, hello there. And are we all going? Are we here now? And it's like, you just want to wave your arms around.
Well, it's funny as well. I think I can't remember if I said this last week as well, but sometimes you see people who are just trying to figure out like VR and you'll see them be like, hey, Sam, you should have a go. And then you can see their hands go up as they're obviously taking the VR headset off and passing it to someone else. And then someone else is suddenly in that body and is like looking at their hands and was like, this is weird.
So this doesn't have any support from the developers, right?
I don't know. It seems bizarre that they've created it so faithfully, but I don't know that there's any connection to
I'm going to have a guess and say that the footage we've sourced here is someone who's going to be playing on probably like a Valve Index or something because you were playing on Quest 2, so it looked obviously a little janky and you're recording through the headset.
Yeah.
This looks like we're getting clear PC playthrough.
I love these character models that look like the 2D characters but drawn.
Yeah,
That's
Clearly,
really cool.
they've got the right friends, or not just randoms, have said we're all going to use the right skins.
Yeah.
And so we're all going to look the part. as we
have the
play it.
pure experience.
Yeah, which is very, I would say, hard to wrangle if you've got randoms in there as well.
Yeah.
But you tried.
The Among Us train continues to roll. I was thinking about Fall Guys. Remember Fall Guys?
Remember Fall Guys?
How Fall Guys came out 2 months ago and it was just like everyone was
ruled
like,
the
oh my
internet.
God, it's the biggest thing in the world. And then I went to Twitch because I needed to check something about Fall Guys and Among Us had 100,000 people streaming it and I was like, where's Fall Guys? And I started scrolling down. scrolling down. I was like, I must have missed it. Go back over the top. Where's Fall Guys? Scrolling down, must have missed it. And I get to, and 1.9, basically 2,000 people streaming Fall Guys. And 2 months ago, it was 250,000, 400,000 people streaming Fall. Like, we are so fickle.
Yeah.
But Among Us now, not only is Among Us huge, but it's so huge that it's being made in other games as full-on genuine. And I guess that's the joy of something like Among Us, is that you can... that one-to-one experience can almost be translated to something else, because so much of it is about just talking. Like the interaction when it comes to those games and stuff is this sort of dressing on what is basically just a social experiment.
And people made the comparison. It's Werewolf,
totally,
kind of party game,
which has had so many other iterations of games from that, proving that as a concept, it's like one that has such lasting or staying power. Yeah. This was wild. I would say like half of it is fun for the experience of playing Among Us in a 3D environment, and the other half is just the Wild West that is VR and arguing with a weird chili on the ground as a reason not to eject you. So
have you played VR poker? Do you play poker? Have you played VR poker before?
That sounds like the lamest thing you could possibly do in VR.
So just while we're talking about
it's actually fun.
People, it's really fascinating because you've got these wonky looking avatars.
I guess you're trying to not to have tells and
well,
stuff through VR?
You don't really have tells. In fact, what happens is people often just get bored because you're waiting for your turn to come around the table, and there's no point of having a tell.
Right.
So you can spend money or like the stuff you earn on little trinkets and toys, so you can have a fancy watch. And then one of the worst ones, and I don't encourage. I think smoking is terrible. You shouldn't do it. But you unlock a series of like pipes and cigars and things, and you just find yourself sitting at the table casually waiting for someone to play a hand, just like flicking the cigarette around.
That's funny.
And then someone will just get a rubber duck and dump it on the table. As a social experiment, I found it actually kind of hilarious. And
you should be able to poison someone's drink. then that'd be
Quantum
cool.
of Solace DLC.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I would play the hell out of a Bond poker VR game. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, someone can do an iteration of it.
I'm not playing in that.
And then Fat Cat wanders on, and then Chili starts having a.
It'll be 9-year-olds being like, "I want to stab your eyeball."
Yeah, that was definitely when that started. I was like, all these kids voted for Trump. That sounds like an awful place.
Also,
to be.
do other people know what Siren Head is?
Siren Head.
I'm going to look it up,
Have
but
you
I
heard
don't
it? Or
like.
Siren Head? I don't know. It's very creepy.
Siren Head, Lamp Head.
Was that a reference to someone that we saw in VR chat?
So Siren Head is from. What game is this?
Sorry.
Lamphead, humanoid creature from what?
Did we see it in your game?
Maybe it's like Slender Man?
Yes, it's just here.
Chat
That's
knows.
what I said. I said, is it like Slender
My 9-year-old talks about Siren Head.
That thing.
That
in the room.
Yeah.
But it does. I think
If you can full screen that, because we're not.
This is Siren Head. It's a weird creature that actually has a siren for a head.
Oh, Siren Head is.
it looked
from,
like it just had teeth.
I believe it was modded into Fallout 4.
And it's a TikTok meme. It's creepypasta.
It's creepy. Oh, it's walking through the world. I see. My understanding of it was that it was modded into Fallout 4 in a sort of mod version that people were really enjoying, and it walked around with it making this horrifying, like, whooping sound, and if it got close to you, it would just stalk you and run at you. So people were really enjoying going back into Fallout because it was like a creepypasta creature put into an actual playable world.
It's funny to see the avatars that
Tank
people
Engine
come out
one's
with. A lot of like Among Us, like in the lobby, is just like kids yelling at each other to find out where they got their skin from and
Yeah, right.
and how to copy it. And
Sounds
like
wonderful.
Oh god.
You can, because you can literally copy anyone's skin. So that's
How do you
all
do it?
like
I don't want to be a giant fat cat.
I don't know. I can't remember. They talked me through it. But it's like there's a.
I want to be a chili.
I want to be a chili.
There's a menu in the game. Like there's a little pop-up menu. You hit one of the buttons.
Yeah,
One of the buttons on the controllers. It's not a.
Well, I'm
hidden
going to be
menu.
Siren Head next time. Look out, kids.
Good. That's the most old lady thing.
The saddest thing will be seeing a bunch of kids bullying Siren Head.
Siren Head in the crowd go. All right, Gus, you've been playing something that I didn't know I wanted to play until I started hearing some podcasts talk about it, and now I do.
Yeah, it's the game of the week, or the thing that everyone's talking about at the moment. I've been playing a game called TearDown. And it is basically what I thought was a glorified tech demo, but it's a game based around destruction, a voxel-style graphic treatment to, a game where your job is to predominantly destroy things, using a really interesting array of tools and. Basically, the thing that caught me about this was it looks like Minecraft with ray tracing and anti-aliasing turned up and particles and all that kind of stuff, because obviously you're seeing basic-looking voxels, but it's got an amazing physics system, it's got an amazing lighting system, which kind of juxtaposes with the primitive graphic style, which is, there's something incredibly enjoyable about watching a level of destruction, if the person we see playing at the moment wants to do any destruction, on a level where you can break things down almost like Lego.
Right, so you can collect anything that you destroy?
No, it's nothing like that. It's okay. Because what I wanted to set up was the precedent of how the game works mechanically, and then the very strange single-player story that is actually woven into this. So basically it looks like, as I said, a tech demo or just someone who's come up with a sandbox. And there is, from the main menu, a sandbox where you can go to these different areas and just muck around with as many tools as you have. But if we watch here and see actually how the destruction works, it's kind of beautiful.
So
it's like
satisfying.
It's like, what was the Lego that was for smarter kids that had lots of littler pieces? Like...
mechanics or whatever.
There was Meccano, which was
I
metal.
always envied those children.
But did you play with Duplo?
I was choking on Duplo while
we all played with Lego. Yep.
So
Lego Technic.
Yeah, Lego Technic. That's more what it's like. And so basically, that's mechanically how the game works. But there is a single-player story which is surprisingly fleshed out, where you start off, you have a home base, you have a company that runs out of a small warehouse, and you have a receptionist who sends you emails, and there's a narrative basically about you get sent to destroy this house as the first mission. The goal is to lower the chimney, so there is actually,
because you just saw at the beginning there that it said that the mission is the house is 6.8 meters too tall.
Yeah.
And so you need to bring it down to the proper height.
And you can
brilliant.
You can choose to do that by driving a vehicle through it. You can throw propane tanks in. You can just smash away at the foundations.
But the roof needs to still be intact?
No. You just need to get all the structure down to a certain level. And I thought the game...
Could you just leave it as a pile of rubble?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing
There you
it.
go.
Nice. It's like, so they passed the mission. So I thought that's what I thought that's all this game was. I thought it was going to be like, cool, now here's a different shaped building. Here's how you're going to knock that one down. And there's a tiny bit of strategy based on the fact that your default sledgehammer can break like wood and light bricks, but if you get to concrete, you can't break that. So you would need to either blow that up or do something a little different. However, as the story progresses, you now get in trouble for breaking that building because it was a heritage listed building. So the second mission of the game is that someone says, you're about to get in a lot of trouble. I work for the police. If you can help me break into this building and get some information off a computer, I'll look past that. And I was thinking,
This person does not work for the police.
No, I don't work for the police. But I was like, hang on, this is far more advanced than I was originally thinking this game was. And following that, you go in and you have to hunt down a couple of items using a map. And you think, okay, that's basic gameplay. The next mission is you need to get back in there, turn an alarm system on, and then escape the whole map, but in a certain amount of time before the police turn up. So suddenly it turned into a parkour game where I was breaking windows and leaping out and using my sledgehammer to get through a puzzle in a certain amount of time.
So as I understand it, you have to clear a path for yourself.
See, he's not getting through there.
Yeah, right. You have to
because he doesn't have the right tool, or because
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Before the police arrive, you have to clear a path for yourself through all these buildings ahead of time.
You could have done that, or in my case, I realised I had a checkpoint right before it, so I just kept experimenting with different ways and kept missing it. That was just the third mission. By about the fourth one, you get sent on another mission to destroy a mariner.
Mariner.
Thank you.
Marina.
There we go.
Mariner is a person at the marina.
You get sent to destroy a marinara. And as I said, there's only, I think, about 4 or 5 sandbox maps, which are quite large, full of all these structures. But the developers have come up with a pretty interesting way to find fun mission types that involve destruction, that involve different levels of it. And as I said, there's just something incredibly almost cathartic about the destruction
the
in
way
it.
it falls apart.
It just feels like a more advanced Minecraft. Obviously, the comparisons there are obvious, but if I just skip ahead, there's, as I said, some of it is incredibly complex. There's a giant super yacht that you can commandeer at one point, and as you drive it into the pier, it breaks away at the side, and you see the interior of the super yacht also falling into the water. And as I said,
look at all the crumbling.
It is just
boat's gonna sink.
very satisfying. And again, it's in early access currently, and it's about $40.
Made by a 2-person team.
There you go. And I had a lot of fun with it straight away, and then I got very bored of it very quickly. And then I went into the sandbox mode and did a bit of this.
Right.
And got really into it again. And like I set a building on fire, and there's some really interesting, as I said, sort of technical things going on. That like fire propagates around the building as single voxels catch on fire and fall away.
Right.
So
with that
That's so
line.
interesting because I watched a tech demo of it, like a guided sort of demo of it a few months ago.
Sorry,
and I thought that the emphasis of the game was on this kind of timed escape mechanic, where it was like you go through a series of levels where the police are coming at this point and you have to escape via the route that you have figured out and destroyed.
I'll throw the trailer up. To be fair, I've probably only sunk about 2 hours into it.
Right.
So I got through about 4 or 5 missions, and then I just mucked around the sandbox. So I haven't pushed on through it. I did really enjoy the writing. The emails that come back and forth are actually quite witty. And as you do earn money from the jobs, you unlock extra tools, which you find back at your warehouse that you can take out with you. So there's like a blowtorch, a fire extinguisher, and a few other. I haven't unlocked that much. There's shotguns and weapons. And
I hear amazing things about the
Here's a bit of it.
shotguns.
Yes,
Yeah.
you prepare an efficient path.
okay.
Creating a ramp up to the roof.
The description for the campaign is, with your company pressured by increasing debt, you start accepting work from some more or less shady individuals. Soon you are knee-deep in a murky soup of revenge, betrayal, and insurance fraud. So I think it's a lot of like heists, hijacking, and then run
I did
the
read the
popo.
description that said heists, and I thought it might have been a little bit more. Well, in this case, as you said, they've picked their escape plan, they've set the alarm off, and they've got a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And I think really, really clever and really ambitious of the developers to not just leave it at what it is at face value, which is a very sexy looking tech demo to sort of show off your graphics card. I've got a pretty decent rig, and at default settings, it chugged up a little bit. I had to turn off some. They've gone all out with every piece of post-processing you can have. They've got motion blur, there's forced depth of field, which looks beautiful, and then the lighting, as I said, was just very ambitious.
Because I like the idea of it being almost like a level designer in a way, in that you need to exploit the teardown mechanics to create a level for yourself to escape through. That's such a cool idea.
And as I said, if they were just going with that, you need to cause this amount of destruction financially, I think that would get very tiring very quickly.
For sure, yeah.
So, yeah.
The thing that stands out to me in the footage we're watching is how smooth it looks. Like it's juxtaposing the blockiness of it, where Minecraft has like low frame animations.
Yep.
This is all like, this would be GTA if there were more polygons.
Yeah.
Like the lighting is beautiful. The physics looks really good. Like
There's no character model. I love that when you get in the boat, you're just the boat.
Yeah.
like the water effects when we saw it coming out of the hose, the fire as well.
Yeah.
It's like it's weirdly fighting against itself, and it looks surreal.
I think as well, the thing I love about this is that from a distance, everything looks phenomenal. In terms of like high quality, and then as you get closer to it and you start to see the blocks, that's this constant reveal of like a reminder of what world you're actually in, that this is all fake.
I would say the person who's playing here as well has turned off the forced depth sense of scale, which does take up a lot of the processing power, but is beautiful. It basically has that tilt effect where everything...
Oh, like tilt shifting.
Tilt shifting. So
Yeah,
everything
right.
in your immediately foreground is blurry, and everything a few meters away is blurry, but you've got this nice little channel of everything in sharp focus. And
Cool.
it does a really cool effect, because obviously those voxel shapes close up to you sort of don't smooth out, but you just focus on this fine line of it, and it's very... You're right. It's hypnotizing almost, I would say.
I heard on a podcast people saying that some of them turned it off because the depth perception was hard to deal with. Like they found themselves not being able to pick things up properly because it kind of messed with them too much.
I won't lie, I was enjoying the visual aspect of it, but I was not finding that, very helpful when it comes to the gameplay.
I'm definitely going to check this out.
It's really cool. I will say I was a little cautious at the beginning. I was like, maybe $35-$40 is a bit steep. But I think, as you said, there's a fairly fleshed out campaign, and the missions get more and more difficult. The fourth mission was pretty damn hard, and I was like, maybe if I'd gone through and set my little escape path on the way through, this would have been a little easier. But I enjoyed the challenge, and I think,
Do you know if that's the final price too? Is that a thing that they do with it? Like this
With
is the
early
early access
access?
price?
Sometimes they raise it. It's currently listed as the final price, and sometimes when they are going to make it more expensive, they say that. They haven't said it here at the moment. They say that it's got about 20 missions over 5 environments currently. The full release will have more environments. They're going to have a new game mode called Challenges, separate sandbox levels, and a proper level editor to open it up to mods as well.
I believe there's an editor currently. I didn't actually check that out, but that would be...
Oh, they say proper level editor,
Yeah,
so
right,
maybe
there you
just
go.
expand the tools fully or something. So yeah, super cool.
It almost looks
Is there
like
a
the kind
fail
of...
state in this at the moment? Like, what comes to get you if you don't do it?
The Popo.
There is a
Poco.
timer on there is a health system, which I've never actually got myself killed yet. But as I said, by about the third mission, I needed to escape to my escape vehicle in a certain amount of time.
Because the timer counted down.
Correct.
Not because police cars pull up in front of
No,
you.
a helicopter turned up.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and it was getting closer to my car. A Vauxhall helicopter was flying with a big spotlight.
cool.
There was no one in it.
Yeah,
but
it's not just like they've sort of added a game state through just text and on screen. It's like it actively, the alarms are going off. I was leaping across buildings, and again, I would say it's almost a kind of game that needs a photo mode. Like it's beautiful in the sense that with all these effects, you just want to stop for a second and just look out at these really surreally beautiful looking.
You're right. Anything in the distance looks normal to a video game. It's like it's just the textures never pop in.
totally. G-Cap in the chat said earlier, why do all these $30 game of the week games appeal to me so much? Which is so true. That's what I've found over the last sort of couple of months, is that every week there's just this one game that's like $20 to $40, and it's like, oh, this is what I'll be playing for like 4 days.
Apparently
and then I'll
not
just
this
move
week.
on from this. No, not this week. So this week I've been playing nothing. I literally... We had the show on Thursday. On Friday, I went away for a weekend in the country, came back, and it's just been head down doing work. I mean, we played what was the name? Little Hope.
Yes.
Yeah, we played Little Hope, which you'll see at some point in the future.
That was one of the I keep forgetting the anthology, the dark
anthology.
Dark anthology.
There's another word.
Dark Things.
The Dark Pictures
Dark
anthology.
Pictures
Dark Pictures anthology.
Yeah.
I originally played Man and Medan, and they've been releasing, I think, this might be the third or fourth.
Are there famous people in this one too?
There is the guy. Don't do this.
US
guy?
Shameless.
US Shameless guy.
Not the guy that was in the Star Wars game, the younger brother of him.
They
Yeah.
They know. He was in that one with Jennifer Aniston. Is what we discovered. Where they had to pretend to be a family.
Oh, gotcha.
Friends.
Yep.
I think it was called Marriage to Brad Pitt.
But we played that. That'll go as a playback in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that was a suggestion from someone in the Discord.
LowkiiCat.
LowkiiCat.
Or LawCat. I don't
LawkiiCat.
exactly know. So I played a bit of that, and then I booted up Ghost Runner today for 2 minutes to see what ray tracing looked like, and it looked exactly the same. I was like, all right, this was a waste of time. And then that's it. So I will have played stuff next time we talk, but no, I played nothing. I don't even like video games.
Well, between this weekend and then maybe a different kind of stream next week, that gives us at least 2 weeks and a bit to have something up our sleeves for when we next talk about this. I'm sure there'll be a $30 game of the week or something by then.
Totally.
Or a much bigger game, actually.
Or
Yeah, well-
DOTA mode.
Or in DOTA mode. How exciting, how exciting. So that is what we've been playing. Let us know what you've been playing in the Discord. How do you get access to the Discord? Go to patreon.com/backpocket and become a member of our wonderful community for any tier, but the $5 tier or above does get you access to that Discord. The $2 tier is just like, hey, I'm here. I'm a person. Validate me, recognize me, take my credit card details and do what you want with them. But everything above that will get you access to the Discord and a bunch of cool rewards like the Pock-art segment that we'll be having later. We'll be back after this short word from our sponsors and...
Let's hold on for just a second. We got someone joining us obviously after the
Yes,
break.
that's correct.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily ready.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm just checking with them.
No, that's okay. Well, I was
I
going...
might need to riff for another couple of minutes.
That's
this
fine.
is filling
Vamp
time
away.
really well.
What a shame, because I had such a nice little segment
was
because I was
very
going to
nice.
remind them that there was going to be a clip of this person in the ad break.
There you go.
But it was all coming, and I could feel tension on the couch. I was like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
feeling,
yeah,
and I don't know what this
yeah,
feeling
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
That's what that feeling
There's
is.
tension. There's tension.
There's tension, all right. Should I give you the T-shirt? Do you need the T-shirt? Everything's under control. I will say. I have. Oh no, I don't even think I could say that. I can't say that.
It's very vague again.
I'm very vague. I've been playing some stuff that I can't talk about yet, and so that's been a good use of my time, but also a bad use of my time in terms of like making a show where I need to talk about games that I've been playing. But I am excited about the things that I've been playing. Is that enough?
We're
family?
good. We're good. We've vamped long enough.
There you go.
Well
We've vamped long enough. It's time to throw to a word from our sponsor. You're going to see a little something about the guests that will be joining us, and we'll be back with them after this short break.
We are almost out of words from our sponsors, which is one of the specific tiers we have on the Patreon.
I think the issue is like a sense of pressure that it has to meet a certain standard. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't.
Not enough pressure. Maybe you need us to put the pressure on, to lay it on thick.
Sense of pressure. Sense of pressure. Sense of pressure.
Pressure.
Pressure, 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 pressure.
A sense of pressure.
Do you find yourself getting embarrassed in cold weather?
Do you have difficulty finding shirts that fit? Are you leaking milk out of 1/3 of your nipples?
If so, you might have a third nipple and could be in line for a huge compensation payout from God.
Hi, we're the team from Akarash, and Buzzard, and we don't stop until we get you a big payout from the big guy.
But don't take our word for it. We lie for a living. Here's the word of one of our very satisfied customers.
Yeah, when I found out I had a third nipple, I was like, cool. But then the team from Akarash, and Buzzard told me I could get an almighty payout from the Almighty.
That'll work, won't it? They'll buy that.
Akarash, and Buzzard. The only lawyers you should put your faith in to sue God. Because we didn't make you like this, he did. Or she.
Nah, it's a bloke.
Porter reporting live from my bedroom.
And I'm Josh Porter reporting live from my bedroom.
And you're watching GB24.
I think we've tracked him down to his bedroom.
I speak when I have to, Josh.
Literally used for us.
Gather round the fire.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's Sebastian?
here at GB24, it's going to be a different show every night.
So join us throughout the entire Fringe Festival nightly at 7 p.m.
Welcome back. Big fan of the pressure word from our sponsor. My goodness.
That was a creative interpretation of our plea to get more words from people.
There you go.
And I think they wouldn't have made such a creative video if I hadn't given them the pressure.
There you
but
go.
I said they needed more pressure.
Yeah. This is all.
It works.
Yeah.
I'm all for like kind encouragement personally, but pressure's fine, I guess.
I'm all for pressure. So thank you very much everyone for sending in your word from our sponsors, and of course Akarash and Buzzard, the law firm that you should never trust. But two gentlemen that you should trust are the Game Boys, who are comedians who have their very own news show. Big game fans, game pop culture fans, and they have very kindly agreed to put together a special bulletin for us. So let's cross live now to the Game Boys.
Hello, yes, welcome to the studio here. Eden and I locked in, as always, 24/7 here in GB24 News Headquarters. My name's Josh Porter. With me, as always, my brother Eden. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. We're brothers, we're family, we're keeping it in the family here at GB24. Locked in the studio 24 hours a day. We're in different suburbs, but we're still in the same studio. Crazy.
That's right.
Give me a high five, Josh. Nailed it.
Anyway, now it's time for the headlines. Yes, and the phone lines are closed and the results are in for this season of American President. We'll have all the results for that, as well as results for the mainly ceremonial role of VP coming up later in the Vice.
Yes, in COVID news, in an effort to recoup costs on the failed COVID Safe app, it's actually been rebranded as a 1.5 metre proximity-based dating application. Copper. Copper. Now that's some contract tracing I want to be part of, if you know what I mean.
Wouldn't it be, probably should work the other way, right? People you don't want to date within 1.5 metres. That's how it would work it out.
Yes, yeah, that's
Mr. Thomas.
Oh no.
Oh, it's Dickie. Dickie D.
We've got some breaking news.
Oh, all right. What's the breaking news?
Thanks, Dickie.
Oh.
Yeah, whip me away.
Oh, we've got breaking news. What seems to be the breaking news?
I don't know. Superman has returned.
Oh, God.
Wow.
What is happening? Oh, mate, it's insanity in the control room tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's insanity.
There's insanity in the control room tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Superman's flying through the studio. It's all good. We're having so much fun here. We're having too much fun.
We're having too much fun.
We're going to have too much fun here. Yes, Daryl.
That's exactly right. Well, I think that's it from the news bulletin from our studio. Let's head back to Back Pocket at their studio.
What the hell?
That was amazing.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you for the special news update. Eden and Josh, the Game Boys, welcome back, Pocket. How are you?
Oh, we are great. Thank you very much for having us in. It's great to be here tonight, from one studio to the next, live 24 hours a day. That's what we're doing.
Can I just say, it's nice to be talking to people who have a proper physical studio. Ours what we've got here.
Can we just enjoy all the magic? If we just like...
a couple of real high five.
Good. Great. Ugh.
I'm fine. It's cool.
I'm still delayed.
Now, which one's Eden? Which one's Josh?
They had their names on them.
Eden. So what I enjoy, because Gus. So we should say that you've been mates with Gus. You guys have been mates with Gus for a while. And that's
I've also done some special reporting for the Game Boys. Yes.
So Gus has
all around the world
has foisted your work on us, and we have loved it. And what I particularly enjoy is that you're like, and I say this as one of your kind. You're like a Muppet. where you work in this space a lot, and I'm very much like that. That it's like any sort of like reaction is immediately in this world because there's real limitations here.
There's a lot of my acting can take place in here.
Can we see the edge of your green screen? Put your hand out. Let's see it.
We both keep going.
Breaking the illusion.
Oh, it's like portals.
No, you're
It's like
breaching behind. Where's the car?
Oh, Christ. That's really disturbing.
We actually did that. We actually did a portal gag once where
Did you?
one of the original GB24s, like a few years ago, where we reached out.
we had the mug covered from the other side.
It's really unsettling as well because, like, when we tested with you guys earlier, and one of you just got up and walked out of the frame and just suddenly enlarged himself, and the other one was small in the back. The perspective's there, so like a solid effort from both of you guys to, as if anyone hasn't noticed yet, they are both in different green
I
screens.
didn't know. I watched their show for like a couple of times and had no idea that they were in separate.
Yeah, I agree.
Until I saw a shot of one of you sitting on a small chair in a tiny room by yourself.
Yeah, like I'm actually perched on a little.
So yeah, tell us about how all this started, because I was the same as Steph, and I want you to take this as a compliment. Where Gus initially showed it and was like, "Look at the tech these guys are pulling off. It's insane." And I was like, "I know, it kind of looks like they're just sitting in front of a news background. Like, what's so impressive about that?" Yeah. But there's a lot of work that goes into your show.
Well, the three-dimensional aspect of it too is so cool.
Yeah, so our producer who built this, he built a full 3D studio so he can just zoom out and do all this other stuff. But yeah, GB24 specifically, we kind of kicked it off again at the start of lockdown because it originally birthed 2017, I think. We did like a very short-lived YouTube series that was we'd do some satirical headlines, and then we'd sort of we would go off air to an ad break, and Eden and I would just have a chat about the latest gaming news. So I think the SNES Mini had just come out. We did an episode on that. Whatever the new Assassin's Creed was, we did a discussion about that. It was just more of a discussion, kind of like what you guys do with what you're playing this week, that kind of stuff. And then, so they were like little 10-minute ones. And so we built all these graphics and all this style and everything around it. And we kind of shelved it for a couple of years. And then lockdown happened across the country, and particularly in Melbourne, where we are. And really just sort of went, hey, look, well, what can we still do? We can't do live shows, but, we can sit in our room together. Well, not even together, sit in our room by ourselves and produce stuff.
That's the videos you're seeing there. That's me pre-mustache.
There you go.
I look about 10 years younger.
And one of the best effects you guys do on your show now, the mustache, I've got to say, like the tracking, the reverse Henry Cavill, I'm very impressed.
Yeah. The reshoots were a nightmare. We had to go back, but we got there at the end.
But obviously, as you were saying,
the Game Boys cut.
Yeah, you guys, the title of Game Boys is something you guys have established early on as part of, it kicked off with Melbourne Comedy Festival, is that right?
Yes, with the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. So this will be our 6th show together. Basically, we started off with write about what you know is what they always sort of talk about. And so for us, we love playing video games. And so the very first show we did, we came up with the name Game Boys, and we just talked about us and our love of video games as kids. So we did things, we just told stories about us playing like Mortal Kombat on the arcade machine, of like Tetris, how when you play Tetris too much, you start seeing the blocks into the Tetraninos, like when you close your eyes.
And the thing about what people don't appreciate this day is backlit screens on the original Game Boy. When you're playing that, driving in a car at night, and you have to wait for the street lights to sort of pass over to the screen.
Tell you what you need for that. You need yourself a booster boy.
You do, with the little lights and the magnifying glass.
That giant peripheral that had the magnifying glass, had speakers on the side.
Arguably the greatest peripheral ever created.
I think we did argue.
I disagree.
We may have almost got cancelled our show over a debate over that.
Look how young you all look. I followed. Oh, hang on. Have we got was there a sting just now? Is something happening in your studio?
Oh God, he's back.
We're getting heaps of YouTube subscribers, and the stupid notifications are still on.
Well, that's good. Good to hear people.
Again, it is all in the hands, isn't it? But anyone who doesn't know, you guys are both very tall with very long limbs, so to restrict you guys purely in here must be tricky.
So what is your... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say... we actually have, I know you guys have your Patreon sponsors with you doing your ads. We've actually got some sponsors as well. So we might actually have to, you've got to earn some corporate cash.
Of course, we understand.
So we might actually just have to throw You might just throw to them now as well.
Sure, let me give you the screen.
What's that controller?
Very nice. It's Pikachu.
We start with the finest chips.
Oh god.
Smothered
Oh,
in rich
no.
gravy. Pop that on some of our tasty chicken inside a taco. Get that in between two burger buns.
Good drop.
Put that on a pizza. Wrap it up like a souvlaki. Here comes the salad. What about nuggets? Jesus
This would have been fun to film.
Yeah. I got to eat it at the end.
In a bucket. Yeah, okay.
Oh no! We call it the whopping big Chicky Nugget McBucket. Chicky Nugget McBucket. Delicious. What's that controller?
Voice.
It's Pikachu.
Oh dear God! And then
good product placement.
It really has everything in it.
It's amazing.
Oh no! Oh, hang on. There's a bloody
There's a magpie in the studio.
We got rid of him last week. Just flying around.
These buckets have a million. The buckets have 1,000 uses. These are magpie
Walking
repellent.
it back from a million. Well, a million's probably a bit overkill. Maybe 1,000.
I am so glad that we don't have McDonald's, KFC, or Burger King Hungry Jacks as a sponsor of the show because they would have left us immediately.
Can I just say, as the person who filmed that commercial, it actually tasted pretty good.
I was going to say, what you put together is actually, they all kind of complement each other.
Yeah.
The worst part of it was the
salad.
Bucket.
Get rid of the salad.
I wonder what the 5-star health rating would be on the on the McChicken.
Chicken nuggy bucket.
Chicken
The
nuggy
health star
bucket.
go into.
All it does is sum
They
up
go
the
into a negative health star rating.
Yeah.
the stars go under. I've coined that phrase as just like that's bachelor cooking, where you just add things that taste good together, and no one tells you that you just go this tastes good, put them together. 9 times out of 10 tastes
And
better,
then you hit 45 and you have a heart attack.
and no one's there to find you dead in your apartment.
Man dies alone from consuming meat pie wrapped in pancake. So is this your guys' full-time gig? Obviously, you've got a ton of production value to everything that you do. Do you have sort of production backgrounds, or is that what you do on the side?
There is a behind-the-scenes third member of Game Boys who is the technical wizard behind all of this. Kinetic Screen does all this for us. So yeah, it's still very much hobby stuff for us, but we sort of do Fringe and Comedy Fest every year, do a new show every year. So as Ed said earlier, it's our fifth festival show, and exciting this year as well because the previous ones have all been stage shows and very gaming-centric. So the first one was, as Ed was saying, just very storytelling-esque. And the second one, which was free to play, was like we were stuck in a video game, we had to work our way out of it. The third one, which was Clash Battle Warlords, Age of Candy Robots, Royal Strike Kingdom, Mobile Legends Saga. That show was set up like an Apple. We did a lot of advertising for that show, so you got to reel it off every time. That was set up like an Apple keynote. So we had like the 7 new hot things in tech, and we sort of took the audience through all that stuff. So one was it was like a VR headset, and the audience member got up and was doing Legend of Zelda stuff on stage, and like riding a horse and all this kind of stuff. And then last year's was Cinematic Universe, which was our sort of take on a Warner Brothers studio movie tour, behind the scenes movie magic sort of thing, which actually Gus came along to.
Yes,
and
this is true.
We were there. We had a.
Oh God, there he is.
There's your wide photo there, Gus, looking very much like Dr. Alan Grant.
Oh look, my father figure.
It was
That's fantastic.
So that was Gus partaking in the Jurassic Park Adventure, the ride, the stage show.
Cool.
And obviously, the era we're in now, where you guys have to use all these sort of tech wizardry to get your show up and running, is something that, having seen a bunch of your shows beforehand through the comedy festival, each year you guys would add more and more sort of technical aspects, and from playing around early on with just like some TV queued up sounds and that sort of stuff to where you've taken it now. And that cinematic tour one was very ambitious, to the point that I think you had a camera would literally pop out of the TV at the bottom at the end. You had the whole audience put their hands up, and then a T-Rex, well, Eden as a T-Rex came into the side of the shot, and you would then tweet that photo out to the audience every night based on which shows you had. So like incredibly ambitious, and obviously leading to you guys doing this, which is like, this must just be like come naturally for you guys.
Well, yeah, it's definitely been a progression, and each year we try and challenge ourselves with the show to add more sort of tech elements, and especially when we got to Cinematic Universe, that's when we could start actually pulling in, special effects, and we do a lot of interaction with the screens there. Yeah, that's the old... down at Movie World. You could actually do a lot of interaction with the screens that we have. We did a great section on Foley artists. So we had one of the audience members do Foley for a whole scene and everything like that. But I think for us now, doing that transition, when we actually went into lockdown, it was that idea of like, okay, well, how do we transpose this sort of technical aspect to just a digital platform? And we actually found it really... it sort of worked. A lot of our stuff was already built with the screen involved. So for us just to now get in front of a green screen, it was a nice little step in a cool direction.
Totally.
And I think a lot of people were sort of catching up to that, whereas we sort of had a little bit of a head start in terms of understanding what we could do in this sort of space.
Absolutely.
Cool now that everything like the live element that that brings with it too is so cool, because then you have that live commentary from your audience and stuff, which is awesome when you like put your show on YouTube even.
Yeah, like it's the live performance aspect of it is huge, like being in a room with all these people doing a live stage show. So to have that stripped away, like as much as we can, so much of our shows are generally built on interaction and, playing with the audience. So, we're always engaging with the live chat a lot and asking questions. And we've got some really cool plans for Melbourne Fringe Festival coming up next week. We're doing a full season of that. So we've got some really cool ideas of how we can engage with the audience more. We're thinking about doing, like an Uber Eats style GB Eats kind of thing and that kind of thing. So we're always thinking of new ways, and that's what's really fun with Fringe in particular. Like they're really good at pushing the boundary and testing this kind of stuff. So they're the first kind of major festival to really hit with digital only, because Comedy Fest was cancelled this year. So Fringe has come in and just been like, hey, artists, what can you guys do? Like challenge yourselves, see what you can come up with. So we think we've come up with something really great in terms of not just sticking a camera on stage, filming something. It's like it really is built for the digital space. Which is, what do you got there, Ed?
Oh, sorry. I'm just got a delicious fantail. They're just fun. I just love them. But you know what else I really love? Hands on buzzers.
Regale us,
guys.
yep.
You in the studio, back pocket, hands on buzzers.
Is this a Who Am I?
Ready? Who am I?
Oh, God.
Who am I? Born in Louisville, Kentucky on August 15th, 1990, her career began when she spent the summer in Manhattan when she was 14.
It's Jewel.
Yes. No, it's not.
He's out now,
Oh,
right?
born in 19... Bring!
Oh, she's 90.
Oh, yeah, another one?
I'm going to say Taylor Swift.
No, it's not. No. There's more clues, clues. She scored small commercial and film roles and shortly thereafter moved to Hollywood to pursue her dream. Her big break came when she played Ray in Winter's Bone, giving her Academy Award and Golden Globe nomination.
Nick, bring! It's Jennifer Lawrence.
Correct! Congratulations, Nick, there. As winners of tonight's Famous Faces, you get to choose from our famous faces, who tonight are...
Winona Ryder, shoplifting. Martha Stewart, insider trading. Tim Allen, cocaine dealer. The Queen, murdered Princess Diana in a cover-up. Our home contestant today is Mitchell Jenkins. Mitchell comes from Dianella in Western Australia, and his interests include story writing and also playing his Nintendo. Thanks for watching, Mitchell. Pee Wee Herman, public masturbation. George Michael, public masturbation. Mel Gibson, anti-Semitism. And O.J. Simpson, star of the Naked Gun movie.
Oh, wow.
Who would you like to choose?
Oh, my God. Okay, as much as I want to pick public masturbation, I think I have to pick Mitchell.
I heard George Michael there.
With public masturbation.
With public masturbation.
Never smelled so good. Enjoy it freshly brewed with this espresso coffee maker and coffee grinder. Valued at $449.
Pete Smith. Fantastic.
Nick, that'll be coming your way. We'll post that one out to you. You can enjoy some delicious Moulinette coffee when you get up in the morning. I don't think that brand exists anymore.
Yeah, and it's selling a $450 coffee maker in the 90s. Maybe not doing it anymore.
Incredible. I was not expecting any of that. So I am so excited that I got to participate in a 90s game show. That's a dream
Based on Fantail trivia, the most 90s
Totally,
trivia.
Oh, God. What is happening? So there are links in our chat right now that are linking to the Melbourne Fringe page for your show, where people can get tickets, and then also
and then
somehow. There it is. And then also, if you go to that page, you can buy tickets there. But if you go to that page, there's also links to their YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter as well. Is there anywhere else that you guys want people to be following you, and anything else besides the Fringe Festival that people should know about?
Just keep track of us on all our socials. We're at Game Boys Comedy across everything. But yeah, as you said, Fringe Festival, we're on from the 12th to 29th. To pay what you want. So come along, check it out. Every night's going to be different. We're on at 7 p.m. nightly throughout the festival. Every show's going to be different, and you've got to be able to taste of it tonight. So it should be kind of, pay what you want, though. So hope you all enjoy the show. But yeah, 7 o'clock, 12th to 29th. Jump on the Fringe website, Game Boys. It's called GB24, the Improvised Variety News Channel.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, you don't have to pay anything. So everybody wins.
I feel like I just need to point out the fact that after as I said, everything you've put on for us tonight, when your website came up behind you, I said, it's behind them.
You said that you actually legit threw me, because I'm like, Angus, you know how it's there. None of that is real.
The magpie dropped it in when it's spooked.
That's amateur stuff, but a website behind you guys are gods.
Eden, before we let you guys
they
go.
got a real magpie.
Before we let you guys go, have you got any dirt on Gus, Eden?
Ooh.
Oh, mate, I could tell you some stories about
I think
Gus.
we've lost the feed.
Mate,
oh, no.
Is that
interruption?
Oh, damn. Oh, the feed.
Actually not.
That's cold. No, that's fine. No, commit to the bit. They would want that. That's what they would have wanted.
They would want
Absolutely
that.
true.
Also, can I just say, a relevant question, because the person who dishes the most goss about Gus is Gus. He's right here. He tells us everything.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah,
the things I've done.
They're still on the line though, and they might want to stick around just to listen and watch the next thing that happens.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you want more dirt on Gus, then absolutely keep watching. Can I say, and if they are still listening, A, phenomenal. B, the audience loved it. We should definitely have them back as some sort of semi-recurring thing. And I must stress, unpaid.
As I said, we've been looking constantly at fleshing out the crew and cast and everyone based on musical guests and newsreaders. We kind of ditched the news at the start.
Yeah.
We could use a couple of strapping.
We definitely need some more white guys. So I think it would definitely be a benefit to the company.
And I also want to stress the work that Jared is doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's
The mastermind.
He is a mastermind of the system that he's built, and he makes it look easy. And jump across to Kinetic Screen on Twitter to check out what he does. But he makes it look easy even in the videos that he makes. But he's built this system that now automates a lot of what it does, and it's just an incredible feat.
Whether it's on the Kinetic Screen YouTube channel or the Game Boys one, it might be on both, but the Foley section that Eden mentioned that's from their live show, they actually have they've got a video up on one of those YouTube channels showing how they did it and the time or the speed in which they took the Foley sounds that an audience member records, and then basically there's a quick segment in between, and suddenly they're playing, I think it's the Matrix subway scene fight, and it's got every sound effect attached that the person has made in the audience dubbed over the thing. And I remember sitting in that audience being like, there's no way someone could have turned that around that quickly, but you can watch how Jared, I think in particular, does it, and it makes Peter look like an absolute amateur baby.
I would say I'm a broadcast professional, and he is definitely like a software professional.
I went to say baby because of the face, and then I was like, don't start with that. I said amateur, and I was like, that's really mean.
He's doing stuff I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, true.
Steph, should you and I go get a drink or something and let this...
I'm just saying, he's the one that lights you, man.
Good point.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to the Game Boys, and I suppose we're contractually obligated to say thank you very much to what was his name?
Jared.
Jared. As on-screen talent, I have no time for people behind the scenes. But no, phenomenal. Thank you very much to the three of you. Very, very entertaining and special. Speaking of entertaining, let's get into the next seg, which we don't have a title card for, but it is.
He refused to make one.
He refused
in
to
the
make
hope
one.
that it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, totally. But this is Mo Pocket, Mo Problems, where we obviously have been raising some money for Movember, and in order to do that now,
I believe $1,100 has currently been raised.
wow, unbelievable! It is $1,115. So we're already basically halfway to our target of $2,500 for the month. And that's all going through the Movember link that you will find just sort of popping up in the chat over the course of this evening. Movember, a cause that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with, but it's all about men's health and awareness. A lot of the time, sorry. It's been about cancer and sort of more physical things. And this year, Movember is focusing more on the mental health side of things for pretty obvious reasons as well. And that there is a massive rate of suicide among young men in Australia. And that is something that Movember is trying to address. And that part of the reason that it is so difficult for guys to talk about mental health is because they feel like it's not a safe space to be able to do that. And so Movember is trying to help break that stigma. As someone who has suffered from their own mental health problems my entire life, I know what that's like. Like, run the gamut, man. Like, whether it's body image issues or horrible relationships or family issues or just stress-related stuff, depression, therapists. I tried drinking for a while. I took up smoking and figured that would help. Let's stop eating for a while and see what that does. Really, nothing actually helps as much as just opening up to someone and talking, whether it's a therapist, whether it's friends or family, then just communication is the key. I cannot think of a single problem in my life that hasn't gotten better from being able to just talk honestly about it. And I can think of all the problems in my life that have gotten worse when I haven't spoken to someone about it. So I think that what Movember is doing is really admirable, to be able to try to break that stigma about how we talk about mental health and why it's important. And so we want to be able to participate with that as well. We're going to get into the fun stuff after all the talk about my bullshit, unless anyone else has anything they want to add.
No.
No, you just want to get shaved.
No, I want to stall more. I'm just going to find that link. Can we just say it, like, for anyone who doesn't know what the link that we have for the one we're fundraising for currently is? Movember.com/
It's in the chat.
I can't find it. I need to bring it up. I was.
You don't need to bring it up.
I was leaning it on.
Looking out, but I reckon let's look at. And no one. What the hell happened there? No, let's look at the pictures in the Movember Discord.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's check out some of the brave participants of the Movember thread.
Because obviously we're asking you guys if you can donate, but if you can't donate, then you can just, let's say, play along. There is a Movember channel in the Discord where people have been posting their pictures of the clean
look at
shaven
that.
before and after. Fantastic.
Lovely.
I feel like this Movember is particularly exciting because beards are such a thing now.
Definitely.
You know, in the past it was like people were clean shaven and they grew a bit of hair, but now it's like, you know.
Totally.
It's strange to see without before photos. It just looks like people taking well-groomed mugshots.
Let's read out who you're clicking.
This is a good point.
That's
McSquirty Pants.
Hi, McSquirty Pants.
There you go. Who says no body amount of shaving is going to make this old boat race look like teenager again.
You look young and virile.
Was that Vega Bus before?
That was Vega Bus.
Yeah.
Who I can't, again, without a before picture, this just might be how you look day to day, which is great.
That's fine. You
now
can
grow
post pictures yourself.
Now we need the after photo of the actual Mo when you grow it at the end of the month. Who we got here? Frosty Phoenix. I believe that's the before, and then if we go to the after, look how proud that. Look, that's a proud shaved face.
That's a great face.
Great.
Don't grow a mustache. Just keep it like that.
I think you look good with the Mo as well. But yeah, rocking it.
Actually, it's all.
You're a rocker. But I do think you made the right call in removing the jacket as you removed the moustache.
Yeah.
You slimmed down everywhere.
There we go. Knox Bishop there with the before photo, and also doing the frowny face.
Yeah.
If she have to do an any before photo, and I really hope for the sake of this comparison, he's smiling in the next photo. We're about to find out.
Oh,
There he is.
You look very dapper, Bishop.
Happy with his decisions.
And Bishop, I think, is on a 6-year streak, maybe even more, of doing Movember.
Fantastic.
Oh, nice.
What is on your shirt?
Is it
moustaches?
Yeah, I thought it was moustaches. That face is just like that bishop
Never know.
fucks.
Which bishop is this?
That's obnoxious.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, the obnoxious one. Yeah. Okay. And there you go.
That
like
boy.
obviously people putting up links to their pages as well. So
that's not anyone who watches our show.
There we go.
And here's Gus's favorite thing, which is a website that doesn't even show the URL that you can. So we would love to see you guys
Thank you so much for your
with the
contribution so
pictures
far.
of you when you get shaved, but. We got to set a good example. Pete did his shaving off camera. We got to shave someone on camera. So Pete's gonna. What are you gonna do?
Pete's gonna man the second camera.
I'm gonna run to the. You're gonna man the tools.
Oh yeah, sorry, you just made the camera.
And also, I've just got to put it out there as someone who sounds like I'm being hesitant about the whole activity. I brought all the tools.
Yeah.
And like
for the hairiest person here, you have a surprising amount of clippers.
Yeah. Well, I just like to be prepared. This doesn't look after itself. I have to maintain it. I hope I bought the proper clipper. That's the one from the hairdresser that does the whole. Does like that click at the start. Did that noise not sell you on it?
Well, I don't.
You
really,
look unconvinced.
I don't.
Pete, give me a single.
Know what that is.
Here we go. Listen to this.
That's a much cuter.
Are we going to shave that?
Oh
God.
That's an intense boss.
But is that going to give you a close shave?
No, we've got a series of different settings.
Ooh,
So
a range of tools.
we have a range of tools, and if you reach under there, I've also got a handy dandy bib smock that I'll be wearing to make sure this doesn't
Are you
go
guys?
everywhere.
Who's going to actually shave your?
What we might do is if you want to shuffle down one to Pete's mic, I'll go to the
I can only shave legs.
If you go to that one
Good,
there.
so you'll handle the face.
Yeah.
You jump to Pete's mic.
Oh.
I'll go to this mic. Nick jumps in where I was, and then I'm going to apply this. Now, I was thinking.
Yeah.
As any good shaver facial hair, I think the fun bit is actually shaving in the really, really dirty look. And then I might God, that's loud. I might clean that up at home. But I thought what we could do is, in the spirit of Movember, for the show tonight, just shave me a big dirty mo. Like a big Fu Manchu. Now, I think I will then go and neaten it up and possibly even shave it all the way down to then grow it for the whole point of Movember. But I did read on the website that you can kind of make up your own rules. And so I thought for this, the rule might be that we just we shave a big dirty mo, and then maybe we clean these sides up, and then we do some patches around here to emphasize a pockety. We could do a pockety on the chin.
I think that's very ambitious. I like the idea of the bit that goes all the way across here.
But I don't have. So you want it to go down and around, and Peter, if I can have my.
So here, and then down, and then this whole bit stays, and then that stays, and then we remove all of this.
Oh, I see. Sorry, you want to go down.
What's that called?
Keep that, and then
Yeah.
The sex repeller is that? But the beauty of shaving is that we can do that and then continue.
Yeah,
this is true.
We can start with that and then see what happens. Yeah,
I feel like I almost have to do it myself. No, because what I'll just show you. Because you've got that as well, so you've got the length. And right now it's on massive length. That's the shortest one there.
The Wolverine, that's a pretty good.
That's a good description of it. This might not grab enough.
3.
That's a 3?
Yeah.
I feel like we could go a little shorter than that.
I reckon.
Wolverine had a moustache. He just had chops.
Do you want a 1 or a 2?
Peter, can we bring up the
his front.
2, the bigger one? No. Peter, can we bring the
When was
website
the
up in
last
the
time you have had it?
Can we bring the website up in the bottom thing so we can watch the bar and hopefully watch it fill as I get shaved?
When was the last time you had a clean-shaven face? I feel like I've seen it once.
It happened once on a break from Good Game when I shaved it before the Christmas party, and then I scared people in the lobby who had a bunch of people we worked with because they just walked straight past me.
And what
didn't
prompted
recognize.
that decision? Were you just feel like a change?
The fact that we had a break of a whole couple of months over the holidays, so I thought that might have been a good idea.
Shut your beautiful mouth.
Oh my god.
This doesn't have the satisfying.
Grim Pixel says, how much for eyebrows?
Have you been, because obviously I have unwieldy eyebrows.
Yeah, when they do eyebrows?
And then they just, they won't even ask. Sometimes they just, they'll give you a haircut and then they'll just go and come in at them. And I'm like, get the fuck
It's terrifying because they use that on a huge setting, so it takes like 0.5 millimeter off your eyebrows, but thins them. But it feels like they just shaved them off.
It feels like it just gets taken. But also, it makes them all entirely the same length.
That's
and
weird.
it's like that's not.
I
what
like
I'm
it. I like
no,
it.
It suits you,
but it is terrifying when they do it.
No, it's fine for you.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I need you to tip your head back.
Really? Okay, it's happening. You got to get in there, and if we don't hear things,
I've wanted to do this for so long.
Is it happening?
Are you leaving the strap?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the strap.
Okay.
If you're not hearing enough hair come off, we
can't
could
see it.
shorten the blade. You'll see it on this side.
Okay.
Is anything coming off?
I mean, some is coming off.
Maybe
but
we need
it's
to go a
just-
tad shorter.
Do you reckon shorter?
Well, let's just check the setting. You on? That's shorter.
There we go.
Oh no! Listen to this. That's hair coming
that's
off.
shaving him.
That's shaving coming off.
Okay, now what did you want done here?
Don't ask me now, like you didn't know what you were doing. I think hang on. Steph was saying it's the moustache that goes down and then up and around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go deep.
I don't know what
and
it's
then
called,
up.
so I can't find a picture for reference, but I feel like you know what I mean.
We'll find it.
A mustache that continues all the way around his face and then connects with his sideburns.
Yeah.
Do you reckon enough is coming off? I'm not hearing enough hair. Oh, there's a bit. There's a bit.
Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna say thank you, Pete. Steph, if you want to read from the chat.
Kind of like a helmet
And
strap.
Steph, you can do the other side.
I don't think so.
think so?
I've not used one of those before. I don't think I should.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Stay still. I don't want to take off a lip.
Your hand
Oh, my hand.
gripping the top of his
Oh my hand!
Oh, Gus.
It's my personality.
This is such a good cause.
You are
And you know
are
what?
actually a hero.
It's good sometimes to get a break from the things that make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't rely on it. And you look great even with a giant chin strap.
I've designed a pockety that had a big beard. It's on a glass. It's on a glass, Stephanie.
We have to hold hands for as long.
Well, I let go, and then
I
she's still
say
holding.
so.
Why were you blocking fingers?
And while we're here, I just feel like, why don't you tell me about your mental health struggles?
I mean, it's kind of hard right now. It's just what's going on.
It's fine.
It's just like when the dentist asks you questions, and you're like, "Well, just don't talk." Right
I have
Initiated
to remember
physical
to leave
contact.
the mustache.
Please don't.
And now
I nearly
it's been
trimmed
too
it,
long,
and that was not a good
and
idea.
it's
By the way, this is
freaking
going
out.
great.
Okay, I'm resting my neck a little bit. Stephanie, we're all good here for a
that's
sec.
fine. You could,
No, thank you very much. I got to support my neck here because I've got no head support.
yeah, normally this would be in a chair with a very. Oh my god, this is just getting everywhere.
We have a vacuum cleaner, so we'll be right.
Okay, now look at me.
I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna get this hair trimmed.
Why do you take the strap?
I'm trying to do the strap, but the strap pretty difficult because it's very subtle.
That's because you've gone over the part where it's supposed to be.
No,
Nick.
I got it.
Nick.
Why isn't Steph doing this?
It's fine. Hang on, I'm coming around the top.
Would everyone like a go? I'm not gonna look.
It's fine. There's still enough there to do the strap.
I'm not gonna look. So because I'm gonna get my hair cut, I'm actually really looking forward to. I've never had the hair wash with long hair, and everyone talks about how getting your hair washed at the.
The scalp massage.
Like proper, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. But you got to go to a proper hairdresser for that.
Yeah, but if I've ever
That's what
done
you
that-
pay like $1 jillion for.
I've only ever done that with like a really short haircut. Oh my god, this is a real worry. How's the remaining length looking? Like, are we talking stubble still?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like
there's still
proper
heaps.
hair.
There's still heaps.
Like you're gonna have to go and really fix this.
Fuck. Steph?
It's fine.
What is the chat telling me to make me feel better?
We've made another $100.
Hey! Oh, we have to hit
They're
refresh.
saying this is so stressful to watch. This seems so wrong.
Wait, what?
Stay still.
You need
trying to leave a
you need a
tuft for
smaller
you.
shaver.
Where's the, oh, in the middle.
Give Pete a go. Why would you do this on a couch, you monsters? I saw this on my homepage and I was like, hold up, what is that, Hex? Oh, because we were holding hands. People are saying to take the guard off.
No.
Won't it just be like a Sweeney Todd situation then?
Yeah.
And he'll be dead?
We should have hired a clean razor professional
Like
to
a
come
pro to come in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like now we're saying we should have had a pro as Nick's like.
This is more us.
I'm just taking off the strap. because it's not showing us the kind of progression that we need.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. We're going here. Now I actually think we could go one shorter.
There have been suggestions for just a single strike through the eyebrow.
What? No, that's not part of this.
It's like shearing a sheep, says Jock82.
Now, Gus, are you comfortable if we go down one more blade size?
Sure.
Yeah?
They look exactly the same.
Yeah, because right now it's still...
The strap is looking good. I can see there.
I don't want to look up.
At the moment, you have the beginnings of a strap, but also like a D'Artagnan style goatee.
I'm excited now.
I also have a smaller razor that I brought that's more like a stubble one if we want to really get into that business. Because this.
Pete, you can come back and join us now. I need to hold your hand. I want to hold both your hands.
This is business.
Oh no.
Business.
Camel Rage says, how about we shave one entire arm?
Oh, that'd be good.
Steph.
Why is Gus drunk? He should be drunk. But
Someone get me a beer.
The beers are warm.
I don't care. Give me a whiskey.
Are they trying to shave the beard or trim it? Look, we're starting with a trim, and then we're going to shave the rest.
Can I say, I don't know if I can be heard that well.
What?
I'm taking.
What happened here?
Because I'm upside down. I'm going to come around the other side and clean it up. I don't want to cut too far into the mustache, so I can't quite tell because I'm upside down. Like, what is the right? Like,
a little part of me now has confidence in how quiet Nick's been while this has been happening.
Yeah,
which
I'm
makes me
actually
think
trying.
he's actually putting in a bit of a.
I talk a big game, but I don't actually want you to be humiliated.
I just feel like my vision has been tampered with.
What do you mean? Oh, you're up the chin.
But I have given you a very cute little
Going up my nose.
goatee situation.
Oh.
I wanted to.
What do
Now
we
I'm
lose?
gonna get. Okay, we're just getting close up to the lip here, and then I'm just gonna clean this bit up.
I still have to do a Pock-art after this, don't I?
People are saying this is a trim, not a shave. Well, listen, he had a lot of hair, so you have to trim it first before you shave. We'll come in for the close shave afterwards.
We're not doing a wet shave in a live studio.
Raj says this is how we end up with 7 feet.
Yep.
I've got the.
Oh my god.
And it is important to remember what Gus looked like before this all started.
Is that gonna beauty filter, Pete?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. How much mess am I making below? Because I'm still just staring at the roof.
It's not too bad. A lot of it is on your shirt and your neck. And a small amount of it is on this thing that you brought.
You're gonna have to scream, Nick.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're the one screaming.
Okay.
Oh, that's looking filthy.
People are loving the cam footage.
It's in my eyes now.
I can do it. And the call.
We're nearly there. You're doing a great job. And it's for such
This
a good
isn't
cause.
childbirth.
Rectech says Gus finally got his
Gus,
close-up.
this is not childbirth.
It's worse.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I think we're nearly.
Do you want to go and get the dustbuster and just?
That's actually cool.
Goose's face was Steph's canvas and Nick ruined it.
I didn't ruin anything.
Question.
I've arguably improved all of this.
Do we want to go and get the vacuum cleaner, Steph, and take the thing off and just?
I'm sorry, but that the
Suck
cord
it up
keeps
right here? No,
sucking
you're
you
right.
in the
I
face.
think we've just got a lot of noise coming from the clipper itself. The vacuum cleaner would add
Here we go. So,
Add
Gus,
a lot.
can you look at that camera?
It feels weird. Oh my!
He looks
Lord.
like at the moment he looks like a villain from a.
You look like
you look like a, like a mustache twirling villain, but it's also very uneven.
Yeah. Now I can get rid of the chin strap because I was leaving it just as a little something for you to play with, but I feel like
I'm already playing with it.
I mean the goatee bit.
The goatee. Yeah.
I do want to buzz that, but I do feel like I wanted to give you a vendetta moment.
I like that.
Wow.
That's cool.
Hey, I'll let Pete just frame it up properly. Where's all the hair gone?
It's mainly on your shoulders.
It's that with the slicked back hair. I feel like. At first, you had my. What is it? At first, you had my.
Interest in.
Now you have my attention. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, you need a like a snifter and a cigar.
I'd love a whiskey right now. Oh wow! I mean, we should keep this for the rest of the show.
Can you just do your best evil villain laugh, please? That's great.
But I feel like that's a deep. what I've got going on here is a far more of a like, it's a little more conspiring.
I've got something for a close shave here.
Sure.
That'll keep stubble, and it's a little more like...
I feel like I'm happy to... Scardy's not having a bar of it. I feel like I'm happy to keep this for the rest of the show and then clean it up later. Will that make it more accentuated?
Let me try under your chin, because you're going to shave that anyway,
He's
right?
found his, like, yeah, sure.
I just want... No, because I want to see if...
Okay, the RPMs on that thing have clearly increased.
Oh, yeah. Okay, stay still.
Walton Goggins.
Oh,
yeah.
getting that.
Good shout.
Nice.
Obviously, if you've just joined us, we're doing this for Movember, and there is a link to the page for the fundraising that we're doing. This will be cleaned up and hopefully neatened up at some stage, but we'd really appreciate your support. I mean, please help.
It's really only me.
Okay.
Where are your mechanical legs? Yes. Wiki wah. Gus's
Yes.
Gus's evil twin joins us in the studio tonight.
Nick's having too much fun. But like serious artist fun.
Candy Wright says, have we mentioned how weirdly erotic this is?
We have now.
Is Nick enjoying this too much?
Okay, I'm nearly done.
And voila! There's hair everywhere. You might not be able to see it, but I can feel it. Oh my god, just stop it. Oh my god. That's gross. I'm gonna have to clean that all up. You're making I have to now match that everywhere else. Fuck you. I wanted longer there. Oh yeah.
There you go. No, it's great.
Oh fuck you.
Isn't that what we wanted? That's what we wanted, right?
Oh, I preferred it so much before, you bastard. Oh, I can feel... Oh, fuck you. I can feel air on my face.
I can feel air on my face.
I don't know about this.
That's good.
Oh, you prick.
What? That's... You said you wanted to stubble.
I said that he should do this but get rid of this bit so it's just the mo.
That's so cold there.
But then I was going to say continue up to here but he's got rid of these bits on the side as well. So now if you just get rid of the goatee...
Oh, I'm a train wreck.
Then you'll be...
You actually look good.
Then you'll be like, what's that guy from The
right
Walking Dead that had like the blonde hair? No, the other guy with the blonde hair.
I don't know.
Chat, you know.
Who had... Oh, shit, where's my microphone? Who had blonde hair in The Walking Dead?
It was... I'm sure it was The Walking Dead.
Gus, it looks good. Right?
The scream.
What did he expect was happening?
Aren't you shaving the whole thing anyway?
You're shaving the chin.
So that you can grow a moustache for Movember?
No, he's keeping the mustache.
Oh, he's keeping
That's why I kept the mustache.
Right.
So that he wouldn't have to
So
shave.
he's never going to go clean shaven.
No.
He's
He
just
wanted
going
to
to have the mustache.
He wanted to keep some designer stubble, and
Did I not keep designer stubble? Well, I really tried to.
yeah, no, I don't think you betrayed his trust.
Like when I shaved.
you bent his trust.
Oh, did I bend your trust, Gus? Oh, I'm sorry. When I shaved a couple of weeks ago, that's what I did. I put it on that. Too short? Oh, you're very hairy. Oh my god, the chin is fantastic. The goatee is fantastic. Oh, I would keep that.
We can auction.
You are so hairy. It will grow in like a day and a half.
We can auction this for charity also.
You'll definitely. Oh, the hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to keep a little baggie of it.
Yeah.
So
fiery.
Somebody get me a cigar.
So different when like. That is fantastic.
You do look like you're from another time.
Yeah.
Truly do.
I do really want to see you in like one of those big tall pilgrim hats.
Yeah.
And a fancy collar.
Yeah. I like that. Saying that.
Walking past the fan.
It's a good feel. I'm nude.
Pete is
My whole
bald.
face is nude.
He's totally bald.
He went full
Rocket,
bald.
man.
He went
Gotta
full
rock it.
bald.
It's for charity.
How do we do?
So
Hit F5.
we have raised.
Hit F5 on that.
Gus, you raised $600.
Holding it back. Yes, great work, Gus.
That's actually, yeah, there you go. $1,719.
Thank you, everyone. That is amazing.
Yes.
Angus.
That's unreal. That's unreal.
English.
Are we okay?
We're fine. Of course we're fine.
Do you remember?
This is for charity.
Do you remember when Nick cut my hair?
Steph, stop looking at me like that. I know
And
it's
it wasn't
a
even for charity.
You're next.
Yeah, sure.
I just got a lot older.
What it is, it's
my-
what you said, which is just this, huh?
Just look, you look like Timothy Oliphant.
Yes, you look like a different
great.
person.
That's true.
I'm Boba Fett.
Timothy Oliphant is a good reference. Timothy Oliphant is a handsome man.
Yeah.
I think you look great.
Nick, give me a chair.
You look like Deadwood.
Because I need to look at this more.
Oh, you want the single?
Yeah, and I want a single. Oh,
Emilio Estevez from Young Guns.
This is the uncle that maybe doesn't have Coke on him, but can get you Coke.
Oh, for sure.
No, I ride a bus around with
Sorry, I cut to this camera because your voice.
Sorry.
And in my head, it was like mechanically, it's like, oh, Gus is talking.
I get around in a bus with a bunch of rock stars and Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Oh, the singer, Kate, yeah.
Matthew McConaughey,
Kate Hudson.
almost famous.
Almost famous.
singer.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I was like, why?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Are you guys ready for the really scary bit? Pete, give me my single. This is where it gets worrying. Okay, first of all,
anyone can make that face.
No, but I don't have that when I have a beard. When I have a beard, you can't make that face. And now I can make that face and I don't like it.
Yep.
But
just don't make that face. Can I just say, you look great. Yes, hot, very handsome, amazing job. Gus, Movember thanks you for your sacrifice. Gus, you look lovely. You are still adorable. You look like a young Colonel Sanders.
Holy shit, that's
So that was Wayne King 99. JB Ekstrom says, I'd trust this man with my horses. Dust Buddy says, seriously though, I'll give you $100 for the hair. So
$100
you're a sex magician. You're the most attractive person on the show by far.
If you have $100, person that was joking, put it into the Movember.
that would be...
And we'll send you the hair.
Yeah.
Gus, will you drink my milkshake?
Yeah. Mandalorian fan art of Gus.
Lovely.
He knows the spices. Touch from Red Dead 2.
We got one more job. One more and then we're heading to the promised land.
I have the personality of Dutch.
You do.
Have the look of
and
Dutch.
now I have the look as well. I mean, you could probably do this with Arthur Morgan, couldn't you? I feel like, what's going on here? I just could have used another half inch on this.
Half inch?
Look at these white pasty...
No, I feel bad now because I didn't want you to be uncomfortable.
No, it'll grow back.
What is your game plan when you go home and fix it? Are you just going to get rid of everything and just
Little
leave
cry.
the top lip?
I shouldn't.
Oh my God, it was so beautiful and real.
I shouldn't joke because I actually am okay with this. Obviously, the thing we're raising money for is mental health, and I don't want to poke fun at that at all. I'm okay with this. I'm not quite sure. I think what I will do is trim this down to like... No. Oh my God, it's fun
Are you
to
going
pull.
to have a flavor saver?
No.
Are you going to have
That's a meal saver.
a Shannon Knoll?
I would have
a Shannon Knowlesy Knoll?
No, this is a meal saver. I would have that whole bucket with a pizza wrapped in a chook tucked away under this little... Ready, Steph? Under this little flap, just in case I need it.
Yeah, I mean, that was cruel. That was the flap bit, like the undercut of the
meaning
that
because I
point,
knew
it
he
looked-
wasn't going to keep it.
He was shearing him like a sheep at that point.
Yeah,
He was like pulling his chin back and pulling it up.
But that's nasty.
Oh, you did want to keep it. We needed to talk about the rules more at the top of
I
this.
thought that for Movember it had to be a mustache.
So, no, the original rules
They
for
don't take the
Movember
money
is that...
away from us if we don't have mustaches.
Yeah, but it's like saying I'm going to run a marathon then walking around the block.
The original thing with Movember, I think, was to clean shave and then regrow it over the month of November.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure if the website still says it. Who are you? But I think you can kind of make your own rules up as well. But I think the tradition, I do actually really like the tash.
You know what you should do?
Please.
You should bleach it and then dye it a crazy color.
No.
So, can I just say, the people donating have been so phenomenally generous with this. We're getting like $150 donations, $100.
Amazing.
That's
Great work, guys.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
Forward to the Tash stashes at the end of the month. I'm donating for Michael. The $15 represents, this is from Jaya, or Yaya. represents the 15 years I had with him and how lucky I was to be a part of his life. Miss you forever, Michael. There's just phenomenal, and then people saying really lovely things about you, Gus, and like obviously.
Look, it's all in good fun, and good fun for us, I should say, and happy to do it for a good cause. Look, long overdue, probably. So I'll clean this up for next week. Luckily, I don't have to see anyone next week or this weekend. Oh, wait. No, I've got a work commitment where we have to see a lot of people. But that's fine.
Sit in the dark.
I'll sit in the dark. Do you know what? I can finally fit, not that we need it, and I'm thankful we don't, in Sydney at least, I can finally wear a face mask.
Oh, yeah.
I bought one thinking that Sydney was going to go down, going to go south and we'd need them, and I couldn't fit it over my beard, and it was a troubling purchase.
I've had some hormonal breakouts, and I have to say the mask has really helped.
That's good.
What you were going to say, and it really covered my goatee.
Laura said the mowers for November, but their hair will be in that Loki couch forever. And then 2 minutes ago, Eric Alston donated $100 and said yeehaw.
Yay!
Amazing. Thank you so
So
much,
thank
Eric,
you very
and
much, everyone, for the amazing, generous donations. We potentially are going to hit this target tonight.
I mean, if we do that, then Nick, you won't even need to do anything, will you?
Look at the contempt in his eyes.
So 2 things. One, I've had a mustache for the last 8 months. 2, I will happily let you shave me like next week. You can shave whatever you want.
Can I cutthroat raise you?
Revenge. Revenge.
I reckon I'm good at it.
Do you have one?
I could get one.
I will let you try that.
Wait, are you? What did you just say?
I will not allow that.
No, Peter will not allow the.
What did you just say?
Thanks for valuing me.
The Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Do not do that.
Oh, look at me. I clearly look like someone who can handle a razor.
That is
a sack of gold.
Cutting lines ain't cutting faces.
All right.
terrible idea.
All right. Well, you and I will just do it in our spare time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Sure.
You can go get that. Because let's improve this look with the glove.
Let's go. I didn't bring the glove, fortunately. But we are well overdue for a couple of classic old Pock-art. So why don't I hop on, scuttle down over?
That's right.
Yeehaw!
Yes, and so while we do that, we will go to an ad break with word from our sponsors and a little preview of a game that you will see next week that we can't talk about.
Less a game and more a face. And just remember what that face looks like compared to this one.
Broadcast from 4th, McClunky.
Why not join our Patreon? That works, right? Patreon? I'll get it right one day. And while you're there, you can also go and check out a bunch of videos we make on the Back Pocket YouTube channel. You can, don't laugh! This is the bit you always do. Or head to the Twitch channel, which is of course YouTube. No, Twitch. Why are you laughing?
Go to that camera.
That camera? Or you can follow us on Twitch by... Fuck off!
The whole thing's going in!
Go to Twitch, twitch.com/back_pocket, and you can enjoy more content. Twitch.tv/back_pocket, and there you can enjoy all sorts of content from all sorts of a range of personalities. Some tall and lanky and think they're funny, some more cooler who actually are more fun to watch in the long run. Who at the end of the day you think, I enjoyed that more.
Welcome back. And so you saw there Gus with the playback. That was a very entertaining time.
That was good.
And there was barely an edit in that one as well. That's just how that outro went. That was just, the only edits were just cutting in on getting close up on that awkwardness. That was a fun out. And thank you very much to Lisdalia there. We obviously are doing Movember this month. She did Liptember last month. It was September. No, the month before. September, October, November. Yep. And where she was raising money as well and hit her goal.
Where has the time gone?
Where's the time gone? God,
I was like, yeah, last month. Nope.
No, not at all. And so dyed her hair purple after raising her fundraising goal. So that's fantastic. All right, it is time for Pock-art now. Pock-art is brought to you by Raj. If you want your show cancelled, call Raj. He'll come in all handsome and smelling like a mix of your Italian grandmother's kitchen and what I imagine Ewan McGregor's hair smells like. But he will somehow get your show cancelled. Raj, send him to work for Trump.
Ooh,
nice. See what I did there?
Way.
I got political because he runs what we in the business call a shit show. So if we could get that cancelled, that would be great. We've got 3 Pock-arts to get through tonight. We've got Cinnamon Bun, Podrick, and Ronish.
Cinnamon bun, that's made me very hungry.
How good would a cinnamon bun be? Should I, while we do this, should I see if we can order some sort of like baked good to be delivered
Wouldn't that be amazing? What time is it? Oh, it's 10 to 10.
It's too late. Is it
I
too
feel like
late?
it's too late.
I could probably get BP to deliver us a Snickers. So those 3 people who I just shouted out, if you are here, then jump into the Discord and go into the On Hold channel.
Dahlia says over $2,000 for Movember.
Amazing. Gus, look what you did.
Look what you did.
I think he looks great. Okay, so let me check the Discord, make sure there's someone sitting in there. I see in the, it's full. It's full. We got Cinnamon Buns is there. Pete, should I drag him in?
Yeah, bring him
We
on.
good to go?
Yeah.
Cinnamon Buns
Cinnamon bun.
is our first caller. Cinnamon Buns, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yay! Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you 4?
3 of us are great.
3? Oh,
I'm okay. Peter, am I okay on your mic over there?
Yeah.
Hang on, it could be me as well. Mute. There we go.
Was it your?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was my laptop. Is it me?
No.
There we go.
I was in the chat.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine. Sorry, Cinnamon.
Thank you, Angus.
Do you have a mustache?
No, I can't grow facial hair.
Okay, that's fine. That's a pretty good excuse.
Would you like some of Gus's?
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
And my head hair?
Sold.
I think this is mine.
That looks like yours. That could be one of my eyebrows. Okay, so Cinnamon Buns, you have already submitted all the info that you need for your logo. We've got you study a Bachelor of Information Technology.
Nice.
You describe yourself in 3 words as panicky and hyper alert. You live in Wollongong, where you have access to the best schnitty burgers that are the size of your head. The worst part is the university, which is strange. Why is the university the worst part of Wollongong?
My faculty's not the best, and they are having a lot of financial troubles at the moment, and they're just booting all the old staff out. Or like the old good ones. So all like the younger, inexperienced people are there now, and it's not that great.
Oh, that's no good.
What's the name of the burger shop?
It's called Chico's.
Oh, okay. There was some because I went to uni at Wollongong, and there was something in like something just down the road that everyone would always go to. I can't remember for the life of me, but it wasn't that.
Gus, maybe we could make the whole circle a gong.
We could make that a gong. That would work. Peter, am I coming through on the mic?
You're a bit quiet.
Oh, right. Sorry, my mouth is next to it. That's what I'm double
Gus's hair just tumbleweeded off the table because of the fan.
You're wearing short socks.
No, it's in my shoes.
We've got as well, you're interested in rabbits, birds, and the fantasy genre, which is like a wild pivot there on the 3rd one.
Are we just seeing the top of your face, Gus, because you don't want to show people the bottom of your face?
Yes, we are.
Gus.
You fear the ocean and the awful creatures that live in the dark depths.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
and
I
also
fucking hate the ocean.
You hate the ocean. Why do you hate the ocean? Is it just that you don't know what's under there?
Yeah, don't know what's there, don't want to know what's there.
That's fair. You are pigeon-toed.
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
So like feet point outwards.
No, that's duck feet. Pigeon
Duck
toed
feet?
is when they point in.
Oh yeah, then I'm duck-feeted.
You're duck-footed.
My sister is too.
I mean, they're both birds, so I understand getting confused.
And you like birds?
Yeah, I picked one up on Sunday actually.
Oh.
She's in the Discord in the pet pictures.
What kind of bird?
It's an eclectus parrot.
A parrot.
That's very
Parrots are
exciting.
lovely creatures.
You play Fallout, or your favorite games are Fallout and Warcraft. Your favorite movie is Blazing Saddles, and your favorite band is Johnny Goth. So a pigeon-toed. So what Gus is going for is a pigeon-toed hamburger that is in the ocean,
panicking.
Well, that sounds good.
That sounds good.
Do you surf at all? I know there's a lot of
No, I
surfing
don't
on the
surf.
go.
It's red. The parrot. It's so red.
Yeah, the females are really red and the males are lime green.
That's cool.
Beautiful. Sorry, what was our definition of
Bird.
pigeon-toed in the end?
Pigeon-toed. No, he's duck-footed.
Duck-footed.
Feet
Okay.
go out.
Well, that clearly means we put duckbill's feet on him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Literal duck-feeted.
Now, cinnamon buns.
Like that? That's so cute.
I do just need your opinion here. I can get delivered to the office Snickers
I want
donuts.
I want comfort
I'll
food.
do it.
Can we
Nick, do it.
just plain cinnamon donuts?
I can try to find some cinnamon donuts. There may be something here. Where did the name cinnamon buns come from? Is it just what you enjoy?
Like I went for the way it's spelled with C, and no one spelled it with an S. I was like, oh, well, I'll be unique and just spell it with an S.
Okay.
Nice.
But
Got to secure that Hotmail account back in the day.
but
Yeah, basically.
was it inspired by your love of cinnamon and buns?
Love of bunnies, really.
Yep.
Love of buns?
I put cinnamon in everything. It's my favorite.
What's your when you say fantasy? What's the first thing that comes to your
Yeah.
Probably Warhammer Fantasy. Kind of like high power fantasy.
Warhammer Fantasy.
Ah.
So we're talking, but not the 40K,
Not 40K.
stuff, like future stuff.
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could put some. What kind of armor do you have in Warhammer 40K?
It's shoulder pads, isn't it? Oh no, that's
pauldrons and shit.
Yeah, pauldrons.
What's a pauldron?
Didn't he say?
Big shoulder pads.
But did you say not 40k?
Yeah, there's a fantasy
medieval.
version.
That's what I mean.
40K.
So not 40k.
Yeah.
But they still have crazy
but they still
medieval armor in Warhammer.
Yeah.
Classic Warhammer.
So we give some pauldrons to this burger, this Schnitty burger. Now, the Schnitty burger, when you say the size of your head, are we talking that they've made some sort of custom bun that's very wide, or do they just fill it with so much Schnitty?
And my other question attached to that is it the size of your head specifically, or a head in general?
A head in general.
Okay.
And it's about $10, so it's like a good deal.
Oh, that's such a good deal.
And there's like Burgers of the World, so there's like Canadian burger, which has gravy, cheese, and chips on it.
Oh my
Chicken
God.
City.
Up like protein.
You know we're hungry, mate.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
I am a big fan of that.
Can that not be the anglerfish or whatever they're called in the background and be like the really gross looking dopey things that are just like
Why don't we get both in?
Blobfish.
But I know the one you made.
Yeah.
What was it called?
The blobfish.
Yeah, the blobfish.
Oh yeah.
With the big sad penis nose.
I've seen memes of the blobfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's just some weird shit down there, isn't there?
Cinnamon, just so you know, I'm going to order 10 plain Jane donuts, which are cinnamon ball donuts, and 10 Snickers donuts, which are that donut but covered in chocolate and peanuts.
Very nice.
That sound good?
That sounds
Are we happy with
Very
that?
good.
Let's do it. Post-show snack.
Post-show snack.
I need it.
Yeah.
$10 to buy himself.
That's great. By himself.
Okay, hang on. I had to look this up for a reference, but
Peter, I got a question for you.
Yeah, man, shoot.
Who do you play in Dota?
Oh man, obviously
Crystal Witch.
Crystal Witch. I used to play a lot of Crystal Maiden. I kind of am an off laner. I've played a lot of Sand King lately, bit of Earthshaker.
Sand King.
Yeah, I like to play utility heroes that kind of start roaming reasonably early. And I've been playing a lot of Turbo, so that's pretty much every character does that in Turbo. But yeah, I would say when I was playing really consistently before Turbo even dropped, I was like Vengeful Spirit,
Yep.
Bit of CM.
CM.
Yeah, and then when I carry, I'm usually like a hard right clicker, like a Jug or Faceless Void, and I love Enigma.
Enigma, yeah.
If the lineup plays to an Enigma, I love playing Enigma.
Good. I used to. This might get me banned, but I used to play techies and draw out the games to like 4 hours.
You're a bastard.
We were losing.
Techies is so fun to play when you know what you're doing as well. It's like, you know exactly, you've ruined everyone else's night, and that's kind of part of the fun of techies.
Yeah, back in UNW, we used to have a Dota group.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's this weird video of like kids running into a beach and it's full of landmines, and they edited it so it was mine. Because whenever we would play like in-house games, there'd just be mines everywhere. You couldn't move without dying.
That's awesome.
You're a bad man.
You are a bad man. So we've got the burger, we've got the duck feet, there's a blob.
Fish.
That's
a great blobfish coming up out of the water. There's a shark in the background and an anglefish. He's got $10 to buy himself.
Got a bit of room in the sky. Like
shoulder paw.
There is a bit of room in the sky.
Do you want a Dota reference in there? Are you a big Dota fan?
I used to play Dota, but I haven't played in years.
Is there a specific gaming reference you want in there?
You could Fallout. You could put a nuke behind.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Like for Fallout?
A little fat boy launched.
What about, and this is not going to look as good as I imagine it in this short turnaround, but if we had the nuke
That's
in the
what
back,
I said 15 minutes ago.
put his little legs on it, but it's a nuke, and...
Yeah, Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah, and instantly you would think, why don't we put Pip-Boy riding it like that? But then you think,
that's cool.
Yeah.
But then you think like,
no, but he's got more.
But then
I mean, you could put Dr. Strangelove style, like Pip-Boy's usually pretty clean shaven and normal looking.
He's going to put himself in there.
Oh, okay. CD Pip-Boy.
Oh, nice.
Cinnamon Buns, are you happy to give this one to Gus?
Yeah, I'll let him have it.
Can you let him have this win?
Only if he cosplays Dr. Lovelace from Wild Wild West.
Yes.
Well, there go the legs.
That is such a great reference.
You are.
Okay, I love this. I think this will turn out fantastic.
I agree.
I'm in the chair. I'm in the steam-powered Lovelace chair, right in the bomb, which, let's be honest, looks like a dick. But yeah, I will make that more of a...
Hey Gus, I also bought you a salted caramel thick shake just to make you feel better. No one else here gets a thick shake, just you.
Just me, and that's not going to get stuck in my facial hair anymore, will it?
Hey, thank you very much, Cinnamon Buns.
Thank you, dude.
All right, thanks, guys.
Fix that up and get
Awesome,
that
man.
soon.
Thank you.
See yous.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Can we make the background a gong as well? Like that gold sort
I
of like...
forgot. Yeah, totally.
I like that sort of texture.
Even if or in the horizon is the
Yeah.
Oh, I like that too. I'll come back to that, but I think
that's what I meant. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Going ahead.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. 1 down, 2 to go. Up next, Podrick. That's not my robot and their kitten.
So this, you put the kitten on the line first, please. If you want to drag him in.
Gird your loins, Gus.
I want confirmation there is kitten.
Meow?
Podrick?
Meow?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, we're fantastically.
We're so good.
And it literally says in my handle, it's pronounced Porrick.
Yeah, no, but I don't read that stuff.
Oh,
Hi, Porrick. How are you?
And more importantly, how is your kitten?
Oh, she's brilliant.
She's here. Hold on. She's okay. She doesn't want to talk, but she's here. I just woke her up from her nap so that she could listen.
I believe you.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't want to talk. And how do you get a cat to talk?
Gus's Lando
Hold a
talks all the
piece of
time.
fish next to her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Squeeze it?
Don't squeeze the cat.
Don't
fine.
You only squeeze babies.
Yeah, I know. I only know how to make babies talk. Can you squeeze them?
Say, daddy.
Also, can I just say, Elkie's talking right now, and it's just the greatest thing in the world.
That's awesome.
So you guys, there's a lot going on with your submission.
Yes. So here's the idea, right, Gus? Other houses, other people's homes may have a house crest or a sigil.
Okay.
Our apartment has a logo.
Cool.
It currently has a logo, or you want this to be your logo?
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you're designing a family crest for
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for
And
them.
do you want to go the Scottish style crest? Are we going the McGregor family?
Nah, we totally don't have to. Do whatever you want. It's gonna be great.
Well, you've certainly
There's
got an
already
artist
so
who
much
looks
in
like he
there.
was born in the right century to draw this. So, do you have, like, broadly speaking, do you have an idea of what you would like on your family crest?
So we feel like the main thing is that the cat, who is nicknamed Kitten because she has very short legs, she is the ruler of this house, and we just live in her house.
Okay. Yeah. Can you get a picture into the Discord Pet Pics channel so that Gus can have?
I have a picture of them and the cat, I believe.
There's also like a bunch of them already in there, but I'll put more in.
Yeah. No, the more the merrier, and it'll make it easier for him to find it if it's the most.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, Gus, I will put this. Where do you want it?
Discord.
Yep.
Is it in?
Whack it in the Pet Pics.
Pet Pics. Do you guys mind if I post that picture of you two and the cat that you sent me?
Yeah, that's cool. Do it.
That's okay?
Sweet.
Where the hell is Pet Pics? Oh, can I tell you something? Oh God, am I going to have to?
Definitely one of these ones with the icon next to it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to
confess.
I think I'm going to have to confess
muted
something.
some channel?
That I have muted a couple of channels in the Discord, and one of them is Pet Pics.
Why?
Get out.
Because
it's the best channel.
Well, it's the same as when I said, there we go. It's the same as when I said Elkie's talking, and it's just the cutest thing ever. And I just know so many people in the chat were like, we don't give a shit. And that's just how I feel about Pet Pics.
Yeah, but we don't mute Elkie.
But I don't understand. Why do you have to mute it?
Because
Do you have notifications turned on?
No. It's just because I go, well, then I will know, like, when new things pop up in channels that I'm actually interested in, then I'll go to those, and I don't have to constantly go to Pet Pics and just scroll past everyone's pet pictures to the bottom to have it, like, cleaned.
Oh.
I'm sorry you guys had to bear witness to that. Your cat's very cute. I wouldn't have done it if I knew your cat was there.
All right, let's have
We don't take anything personally. Don't worry about it.
Nick, also it's okay. Your kids are adorable because I used to work as a Christmas elf at Maya.
Nice.
That's good.
Awesome. Yeah, my first job was as a gift wrapper at Christmas time.
And are you still
That's
elf-sized?
cool, but I was literally one of Santa's elves though, so I was magic.
I feel like
Absolutely.
it's a good.
What happened?
There's totally a link there. You're both Santa's helper in
Christmas.
some way.
I was just like, I get that shopping center Christmas
Yeah,
vibe.
right,
Like
yeah,
every year, that was my thing, and I was like, I feel that. I feel like
Totally.
we're
Yeah.
kindred spirits.
But
in
did
that
you
way.
ever meet Santa?
No, we are kindred spirits. I'm sorry. Be my kindred spirit.
So they live in Melbourne.
Condolences.
The worst part about their apartment is that it's currently logoless. They are massively into Magic the Gathering.
Nice. Well, you guys did Cult, and that one was the word of the day that was sent in. Word of the day, the sponsored word, where you guys were clearly showing off your incredible collection of Magic the Gathering cards, and it was Cult, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's us.
That's us. You may also remember Porrick from when he called in about Call of Duty, and Nick, you said he was coming for your job, and then he quietly talked about how he was coming for your job for like
Absolutely.
several weeks afterwards.
I do remember that.
And that's when we learned the pronunciation of Porrick as opposed to Padraig as I read it phonetically.
Yeah.
Is it Gaelic or something?
Pardon?
Is it Gaelic or something?
Hero.
He's saying hero because you got it right.
No, I'm saying it's Gaelic for hero.
Like Hiero, is that like it's a regional dialect?
I'm interested in names and languages and stuff, and it looked Gaelic to me. I'm glad I got that right.
When we were driving through Scotland, there was a radio station that was entirely Gaelic.
Or Gaelic.
Couldn't understand a word of it.
Did you know that Steph also wrapped Christmas presents?
Did you know that Elkie speaks Gaelic?
Here's a picture of my dog. Okay, so we've got. Oh my God, are those ears?
Where
on that
away?
cat?
Ears? What do you mean?
No, there's ears, and then the other circles look like massive ears.
No,
But
I imagine
the
they'd
shape
be
of heads.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So is there something in the idea that is it too meta to have a logo where it's their apartment wall with a space for their logo or something? Is that too meta?
We can definitely work that
has
in.
an empty hole.
Yeah, it's the absence of logo.
We can definitely fit that in somewhere. I think that would be a good part of it.
I think the fabric behind the shield should be the tartan that you guys decide is your.
Oh, brilliant. I
house
actually
tartan.
have an ancestral family tartan. I'll send you some photos of that through
Please do.
whatever channel you
That's
desire.
amazing.
Sweet.
And what's your favorite land in Magic?
Bayou.
Bayou?
Bayou, B-A-Y-O-U. It's a swamp.
Louisiana.
It's a swamp
I've been
forest.
down from the bay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, Bayou. Sorry. Yeah, right.
Gus,
yeah.
Gus literally just stepped off a hoverboat.
Yeah, totally.
He caught a gator.
Yeah, holding his cousin's hand. That was very exciting. Also, we see in that picture as well that there is That's Not My Robot, fantastic red hair.
Oh, yes.
In fact, you're both redheads.
Like Merida from Brave.
Merida.
Yes, it's a bit like that, yeah. My family's all like from various parts of like Wales and Ireland and England and whatever and all of that, so very red hair. It's also worth noting that you can sort of tell in the photo, but like Port is a full like, I don't know, foot taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Let me just work. I'll fit.
Yeah, I feel like the order of tallness in your house goes Porrick, and then the cat, and then you.
Yeah.
That's basically it, yeah.
I'm flattered you think I'm a redhead. My mother wishes I was, but I'm actually not. I'm just blonde and it looks red under light.
I like Gus. I like the idea of you could raise him so he's almost out the top, and you could lower her so she's kneeling down the bottom, and then the cat is
That's
just
actually
the
amazing because we
focal
have a
point of this
mirror.
entire thing.
Very true.
Well, the ruler of the house, so that makes sense. Maybe there could be a little crown on the cat.
Yes.
The
would
cat
love
should be the cat should be holding the mortgage papers.
Well, that's the thing. It's like often a crest is like it's like 4 windows into the things that were important to the family, and so it's like I like that we have this, but I feel like there should be some sigils around it. Like, are you a polo family? Are you like? Is there a horse? Is there like?
Go for the boring ones. Like up the top, I'm gonna research these and chuck in some magic cards up the top.
Magic
cards, great.
And what kind of video games do you guys like?
We're pretty different on most of our video games. I'm really into like Slay the Spire. I've played a lot of like Sims and Animal Crossing and all of that kind of stuff lately as well. I've been smashing so much Crusader Kings.
And I'm a bit more of a mainstream traditionalist RPG shooter type thing. I enjoy my Call of Duty, my Witcher, my Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Fallout, that kind of thing.
Yeah, nice.
Well, we can put them on either side, I think. That works.
In cool games. So I watch him play things. Like The Last of Us 2, I experienced entirely by watching him play it and then yelling at him for doing stuff wrong.
That's a totally legit way to play. Yeah,
I played The Last of Us 2, and then I watched Peter play all of The Last of Us 2, and both experiences were great.
There is a part of me that wishes that that my partner played games so that I could do that. Sometimes I'll be playing a game by myself. I'm like, this would be much easier if someone else was doing this.
The reason I only play Dota or Destiny or get into one thing exclusively is because I watch you and you. Like for the last 10 years, all I've done is watch you guys play every single game.
Yeah, totally.
But do you ever feel guilt for playing games in your house? That's the only thing that I feel like I would find if I had a partner that didn't play games, is I would feel kind of like sheepish about it whenever I did it.
No, because we're very open and understanding,
Chill.
of course. But the second is that she just always goes to bed really early. So I never I used to play more when the computer was in the living room. I'm sorry, guys, that you're listening to this, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. But I tend to do it when the family's in bed because we get such little time together anyway.
Yeah.
We don't spend it playing games.
Yeah.
But then I stay up until 1:30 and play video games and regret every decision I ever make.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a move.
There you go.
Also,
that's a move.
Don't kid yourself. we're in our 20s and we live in Melbourne. We rent.
Okay, wait, you don't have a mortgage? All right, let me just
it's,
change.
No. The cat owns the apartment. The cat
we have
owns
a
the
lease.
apartment.
Okay, good.
They're renting from the cat.
landlord.
In fact, the fact that they are into Bayou and southern stuff, the cat should have a white suit and just be thinking it's good to have land.
You know what? Because I'm celebrating tonight's stream, I think your cat's going to just get itself just a little bit of a goatee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Are we okay with that?
Suits her quite nicely, actually, because she does have a delightful, like, snow white.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
If I look at that photo, I can just see that she's got a lovely moustache there as well. That's probably overkill. Oh, good. Don't worry.
I like the fact that the tonight's...
You know Melbourne a bit, right, Gus?
Say again?
You know Melbourne a bit, right?
I do. I know it very well.
He only knows Malvern and Portsea.
He knows
Toorak.
Toorak.
And he knows the Mariner.
He knows the country club.
All right, you guys, you're shaving my face. Leave me alone tonight. I do
Knows the bank.
Please quiz me on it.
Kitten is the exact opposite. She was found on the streets in Werribee.
Oh, out in Werribee, so out near the sewage farm.
The open plain. No, the open plain zoo.
I was going to say, the more admirable. So she's a wildcat that's come from the open plain zoo.
No, more.
Yes, that's the story we're going with.
You went on a tour of the zoo and she jumped into the tour bus and you kept her.
You know, stabbings outside the train station.
So then we need one more thing for this logo. I feel like Gus in the background. Is that?
Well, I was just putting
The
some
background
like
will be the tartan.
some Call of Duty explosions. What was tell me what
Slay
you
the
played?
Spire,
Spire.
The
Slay the
Sims.
Spire is one of my biggest ones. Also, Crusader Kings and Civilizations are big ones for me.
All right, so we'll get like a world
Crusader
map.
Kings. What if she's stabbing a baby?
Oh,
No, I think it's more strategy. It's Russell Crowe's beautiful mind board that you love to put into things so much.
Honestly, watching her play it, the most predominant action she takes is screaming, "Why won't you get pregnant, you stupid bitch?"
Some people have trouble.
well, I was about to ask you,
And they didn't understand it back then.
And if you are having trouble getting pregnant, then make sure you talk to somebody because it is November and that is an important thing to open up about.
Why won't you get pregnant?
This is not what we're putting as the
Maybe
family
let's
motto.
put that on there. I feel like
That feels like something that she can say
Yep.
and not something that your face currently can say.
As part of a crest, obviously a family motto, do you guys have like a catchphrase or something you guys say a lot that you would like as your mantra?
Or three words that define you
Ooh,
as
that's
a family.
also a good one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Latin words.
And we'll make them Latin.
Get pregnant.
Oh gosh, that's hard.
No, I mean, you don't have to make them
We'll
Latin.
make them Latin.
We'll make them Latin.
Oh gosh, that's hard was one
Okay.
too many words.
But well done,
Yeah, number
Porrick.
one would be pedantry.
I'll need translations. I can't hear that from you.
Once more?
As in being pedantic. If you're being pedantic, that's pedantry.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what pedantry is one of the words you want?
Yep. What's another one?
Well, wait. What if we? Hang on. Because you've all listed something. You described yourself in 3 words each of you, so we could just take a word from each of those. Gregarious,
go for
funny,
it.
eloquent was Porrick. Laura was ginger, excitable, and caring, and Kitten was perfect, divine, and iconic.
All right, so we're an eloquent, iconic ginger.
Or we could just use Kitten's words because they were perfect as well.
Eloquent, iconic ginger.
I like divine for Kitten. I think that would be a cool one because
Over iconic?
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
I think she wants to think she's divine.
She is. Look at it.
And then
Jeez, look at it.
And of the 3 words, ginger, excitable, and caring, which one would you like to represent you, Laura?
Probably excitable.
Excitable.
We can make me.
And Porrick?
What did I write again? Sorry.
You said gregarious, funny, and eloquent.
Let's go with eloquent.
Eloquent, excitable, divine.
And you're going to get the
love that.
spelling.
That's actually great.
That
I would
sounds
buy
like a
that perfume.
perfume I would buy.
Yeah.
Hey! Snap.
Eloquent?
By Britney Spears.
ELO.
Gus can't spell.
QUENT.
I can't spell under pressure.
That's UNDER space PRESSUR.
You're both doing the same gag simultaneously.
What was
in
the
my
second word?
ears.
Amazing.
Well done, Porrick.
What were the other 2 words?
Excitable. Divine.
There you go, guys. You now have a logo for your wall.
This will obviously have a lot more work put into it, but I think we're onto something there, guys.
And don't forget the tartan. Corrick, if you want to send DM it to Gus and I.
Yep.
We'll find it and make sure it gets in there.
Definitely.
Are you happy?
I'll probably send it through you via the Patreon inbox, and yes, I'm very happy. If we make any other changes, we'll think of them and send them through to you in the next couple of days.
Yeah, we can send you some magic cards, but Gus, you're amazing, and everyone, you're amazing. Thank you.
No, thank you, guys. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.
You're wonderful.
I heard you say you might send it to the Patreon. DM it to me. DM them to me. You've already sent something to me because the Patreon, we sometimes that message system is very clunky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Is that
Awesome.
Nick talking? So that's what I'm DMing it to.
Huh?
Who do I DM it to? Your voices are all the same over my shitty phone.
That's true. DM it to Nick.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Send it via hovercraft in a self-addressed Kentucky envelope to my abode.
Incensed with my finest sandalwood fragrance.
Yay!
Did you say incensed or incest?
Well, it is
incensed. Well, this is the South, so
I do believe I'm getting myself the vapors.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Around donuts arriving soon?
My family further.
Oh my God, what is happening? The donuts are arriving. The delivery driver is on a bicycle, and her name is Macarena Ignacia?
Ignacia.
There you go. Fantastic.
I could say that when I go down. You must be Ignacia.
Yes, please. Can you please go get them? Answer the company door at 10:22 at night. Macarena, I've been expecting you.
You must have my cinnamon bun.
Okay, the final person we've got is Ronish, who I believe will not be calling in tonight, but did
not
send...
Jolly Bones? Oh, right, okay.
No, I've got Ronish.
Yeah, cool.
Did we do something wrong?
No, I got a DM from Jolly Bones, saying I'll be online in 20 minutes, and that was like 15 minutes ago. And I was like, cool, we'll wait for you.
Maybe they're being friendly. Oh no, it's because sorry, Jolly Bones. It's because I copied everyone from that message I sent last week, but then Jolly Bones was like, I can't make it.
So Jolly Bones got cut.
Yeah. So this sucks because Jolly Bones is getting cut twice in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's rough for Jolly Bones. Thankfully, he's pretty jolly.
Absolutely.
So you can get over it. Ronish, we'll do you next. Jolly, I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. What is happening?
I'm just looking at it.
It's good. So Ronish, I've got the info here. Currently unemployed, has a Bachelor of Creative Arts for next year. Describe yourself in 3 words. Can't someone else do it? A Homer Simpson quote.
That's a Bachelor of Arts motto right there.
Totally.
That's the MO.
Lives in...
I have one, by the way.
Oh, wait, sorry. Hang on a second.
I can say that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I feel bad. Well, Jolly Bones is never available, but now is available. Maybe...
we can do Jolly Bones.
Can we squeeze him in?
Ronish is
Let's do it.
Ronish won't mind.
Ronish is sitting here
Ronish
right
is
now.
in chat.
Yeah. I massively screwed up. We'll do it. Let's see how we go.
You did?
Let's see how we go.
Yeah. Nah, you look great. But what I was going to say is that Ronish had sent me a DM with an idea already. So we're already ahead of the curve with
Sounds
Ronish.
good.
Sweet.
Basically, a Batman with a pockety-style utility belt with some Pokeballs in the utility belt. And then suggested some things that could be in there. And then said something to do with mental health if there's any ideas. And I feel like your face as the face
Absolutely.
Is it?
It's just Gus's but facial hair coming out of the cowl.
Coming out of a Batman cowl.
Yes.
Also, unfortunately, Ronish says that anime is great and that they want something to do with My Hero Academia. So we will have to...
Which one's My Hero Academia?
Yeah, I'm going to need
of kids at
It sits at school-based, I think.
Yeah, true.
Superheroes at school, is that what you said?
I said, no, I have nothing to contribute.
You used to wrap Christmas presents, right?
My first
Is that where I know you from?
That's my first job. Really crisp corners.
Good.
Important
She
in a
can
job.
wrap a fucking present, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Pretty good at it.
You know my mate Mark?
I take it very seriously.
Oh, your mate Mark does the videos every year and writes his book?
Technically, Mark reposts the same video every year.
Genius.
Because he used to be a Christmas rapper as well, and it is like when you get a present from Mark, it's just like, Jesus, I could cut myself on these corners.
Yeah.
Fantastic rapping. So we got Batman with a good mental health mustache, Movember, whatever Gus has going on. The Pokeballs, one of the Pokeballs he suggested could be Monokuma, from Danganronpa, which is the cat, the black and white.
Noise?
Is that thunder?
I think it's a plane about to land on our building.
Well, thank Christ. At least this year's getting good now.
Oh no, Macarena! Don't get caught in the rain.
My sweet Macarena caught out in there.
Don't get those nuts wet.
Hey, Gus.
Danganronpa is definitely a bear, not
Because
a cat.
you obviously have to put the Gotham City skyline in the background.
Of course.
Can I make a minor adjustment to the and it could still be like Pockety could still be on the belt.
Yep.
But the skyline in the background and Pockety is the
bat signal.
The bat
signal.
symbol.
Sorry.
Signal.
I like it. I love it.
I like it. I love it.
I'm so sorry that I said it's a cat. It's definitely not a cat.
That's a
It's
bear.
I knew it was a bear. I think I was just thinking about cats. Thinking about LowkiiCat and all the
but
shenanigans he gets up to.
There's actually. Do you know how many?
Monokuma.
Do you know how many of our fans have bears as pets?
I don't care.
They're all over the channel. You'd know if you hadn't.
He'd never know because it's
That was a joke, but we both had to. We both had to say the punchline, which ruined the gag anyway. So here we are with one dead joke.
It's very late. Okay, so we got the bear. Now, the reference. So, do you know the bear I'm talking about, Gus?
No.
The Danganronpa. If you look up Danganronpa,
Oh, yeah, okay.
bear,
Yeah, no, I do know that.
So half the bear split down the middle is half is black and half is white.
Yep.
So you could do that to the Batman cowl, like the whole character.
It's a bit like Two-Face. Like half the bear is evil.
Yes, that's true.
And the other half is cute. And
Yeah, okay, that's a good point because one has there's a red eye and a bit of a like glinty smile.
I wasn't sure though, based on what I'm seeing of that. Was Ronish implying that the Pokeball itself could be styled?
Could be.
Not that it's a Pokemon bursting out of the ball. That it is a black and white Pokeball with the
I kind
features.
of like
of
the
it.
idea of the bear. So the bear was jumping out of the Pokemon ball? Was that the original?
I think it was more just the fact that, like, you know how a Pokeball is two-toned?
Yeah,
red
right.
and white. The idea was one of the Pokeballs could be the two-toned bear head.
Yeah, maybe. But I think you can take some creative license. They were just kind of like.
Sure.
I mean, that's what this segment is.
We may as well just
We're
call
missing
it
the bat
creative
symbol
license.
behind your
What are you talking
beautiful facial hair.
We have to remember
because we can't see it because it's your face.
yeah, of course. We have to remember that they work in the Barossa as well, so everyone in here is drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's very.
Can you get rid of, like, he's accidentally equipped a bottle of wine to his belt instead of one of the Pokeballs?
Had an extra bone removed from their right elbow in year 10.
Extra bone. Was it sticking out?
That's a very good question. I mean, Ronish is in chat.
These require follow-ups.
Oh, and Ronish said, yeah, kind of Two-Face-esque. Creative license is fine. Also, don't forget the severed feet.
Nice.
Because
Good.
I think they did reference seven feet at some point. And then, what was the other thing I was going to say? Also, if you want 7 feet, it can be a clue that Batman has found. So that was the reference. Extra bone in the right elbow. What was that doing? Was it alongside a bone, or was it? I was literally talking to a friend a couple of days ago about the idea if we had a second arm or a third arm, where would you put it? And we agreed that I said I would put it here because it would just be like useful to have a second one, not like
Doing
here
other
because
stuff.
then I wouldn't be able to sleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said to put it on the end of this arm. So you just have one extra long arm that like unfolds out like Doc Ock or something.
awful.
So that from here I could pick up like that drink bottle and then just
I
fold
feel like
it
I'd
back.
want to have it on my back, like at the back of my neck, like so that it is more like a
like a claw coming down.
yeah,
So,
like a skill tester.
But then you would never be able to lie on your back because
It's got to be the chest.
jammed.
It's
You
the
wouldn't be able
best.
to lie on your stomach.
Why lie on your stomach?
sleep
You
on
have a
my
third
stomach.
arm. You can do all sorts of other things.
No,
can hang,
you
yeah.
would because it would just be like right. It would be right there between your like shoulders at the base of your neck, and
I'm sorry, is this Batman or is this a flasher?
It'd be fine.
So this is what I think we can do.
He's gonna have watches in.
Take a look at this, kids.
Oh my god!
What I
thought might be fun to play with is the idea that when he does the cape, that's a lot of negative space. But I love the idea that he's like, if we can put things like tucked away in there like a
Totally, yeah.
Well,
favorite movies include Hot Fuzz, Seven. So there you go. We could put some body parts in there. Baby Driver, Batman Under the Red Hood. Favorite games: Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, God of War, Portal, Pokemon.
Well, help me out here. What's in this other side of his jacket? Because he's got bootlegged wine from the Barossa on one side.
Ronish said, I could also add that I hate wine and I'm sober. So...
Oh, erase.
It's maison.
It's a seltzer.
Yeah.
That could be. How about you make that a bottle of non-alcoholic champagne called Awkward?
Yeah, I think just get rid of it.
Yeah,
I would just get rid of it.
Let's put.
No, Steph, this is the thing. You got to dig this hole deeper.
They're all just Voss bottles. Get rid of them.
Yeah, just get rid of them, and we'll put in.
That could be foot.
That could be feet. They could be feet. They're selling severed feet.
They could be feet.
Or collecting severed feet.
Do you know what would be really bad, actually? If they were severed feet, and they kind of were my classic style of the cartoon foot, this sort of thing, they feel like they're sort of... They're hanging up in the jacket. So they're like a little abattoir of hanging feet that are hanging down like sort of...
Steph loves it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is she happy with this? Her silence is telling me she's very happy with this.
Disgusting.
Feet. According to Nightbot, there was only a 69.87854083811027% chance that feet would be drawn in this image.
But that's down from the previous 96.03280616121123. So the first percentage was correct.
Does it actually change?
Yeah, it's a random.
It's a random.
It does feel like he's selling the feet now.
Did Gat build that?
I think so.
Ronish is also interested in meditation. Don't forget My Hero Academia, which we need to include there somewhere.
Okay.
And also has a fear of heights, which wouldn't be great as Batman. Batman is just ground.
Jarish asks, what is the origin of the severed feet? I missed the early Pock-arts. That's an excellent question. I don't quite remember myself.
It was the penguin in a sea of...
But why?
It was because...
Why?
It was so it was the first one, the penguin, and then the drew a foot, and then it was like, oh, that looks weird.
I gave him a human foot.
He gave him a human foot,
That's
and then we
right.
rubbed it off, and
That's
it looked
right.
like a severed foot.
Yeah,
and
he
it was
drew
like,
a penguin, but the feet were like human feet.
Yeah. It was those feet.
It was those feet, and we were like, that looks bad. So then you kind of just disconnected them.
Correct.
And off the back of that, we've had multiple severed feet in the logos, and then Gus also licked my foot. Remember when Gus
What's something iconic from My Hero Academia? Because they all just look like kids with crazy hair.
I could put one of them in.
Okay,
I've got it.
One definitely looks central.
I've got an idea.
Yeah. They got powers.
Sure. I was also going to say they all have this uniform.
Yeah, the grey thing, and they're all screaming all the time. So that's all anime.
Oh, yeah, give them the little red, kerchief tie thing.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's nice. That's a nice little touch.
So it's a little touch, but
it is Colonel Sanders again, though.
I mean...
We're suddenly back to Colonel Sanders.
Look who you're talking to here, mate.
I know.
The Colonel himself.
He also has freckles in the cartoon. So
Okay,
Batman under the moustache, if I can fit them in somewhere.
Bad boy.
Genocide in the chat said, Gus, there need to be watches on the feet, on the ankles of the feet.
Oh, good.
Which is very
Fake
funny.
Rolexes.
Yeah.
You want to buy some watches on feet? My Photoshop's doing some funny stuff.
You're on the wrong layer.
That's not it, Peter. What's he selling on the other side?
Well, he's interested in meditation, so just like peace.
Selling peace on the other side.
Did you see at one point during the election coverage that I think it was on NBC that the segment was sponsored by the Calm meditation app?
Oh, wow.
Which is a lovely touch.
One of the characters from My Hero Academia also has like a red cross across the chest as part of the uniform. So I will incorporate the uniform into Batman's go-to.
Ronish also has a bunch of freckles.
Hey, there you go.
So we're just missing something from the other side of the cowl, and then not cowl. What do you call it? Cape. And then I think we're good.
Hot Fuzz 7. You've got the extra bone. Maybe the
What
bone.
about a series of cornettos?
A trilogy of Cornetto. But he likes Hot Fuzz. He might not like the other two.
That's true. Can we get confirmation whether you enjoy the other films in the Cornetto trilogy, Ronish?
So instead of coming up with another idea, Pete's like, let's just wait until they.
Yeah, totally. Ronish is here. Ronish is here.
And Ronish says,
no.
Hey,
well, that would imply that they're like Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, and World's End.
World's End, yeah.
Which I know is the one that everyone hates the most. And
I do like all three of the Cornetto trilogy.
That works.
Cornetto it is.
Cornetto's. And it should have and he should just have a bit of red on him somewhere.
Good point.
That's good.
You got red on you.
I love it. What kind of maniac sells Cornettos standing up like that? The weight is on the bottom.
They're all.
Is it going to be?
They dangle. Wouldn't you dangle them?
You put them in a little loop.
You wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to.
I have a picnic basket.
Where are these fucking stories coming from?
I just heard. I have a picnic basket.
I have a picnic basket that
what's
has
their mum?
wine glasses in there.
Oh, yeah.
With little straps around the stem.
I've got them.
It holds them upright.
Yeah,
You'd
right.
think that it would be top heavy, but it works.
You are just. I don't know.
It's a good picnic basket.
Let me tell you what's happened. Let me tell you what's happened. Well, I have gotten on a very poor sleep cycle because I've been playing a lot of Destiny, and
Baldur's Gate.
I don't have a specific day job that I have to get up for. So I've gotten into a bad a lot of Baldur's Gate. So I've started going to bed at 3 a.m. and then sleeping really late, and I can't get out of it. And then daylight savings happen, it got worse. So then and because we both just inform each other's habits, we've both fallen into this really bad habit of just staying up into the crazy hours.
3 a.m.-ish.
So Peter was yesterday, he was let's just set an alarm for 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll take the dog for a walk. She deserves it. And we'll reset our sleep cycle this way. And I was like, okay, but you are going to have to drag me out of bed because I'm just not going to do it. And that happened today. And I slept maybe 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I am very delirious.
Okay,
now.
cool. Good. Do you have the headache? Because that's how I am most of the time with the headache. That was so
It's
funny.
more like I get tunnel vision when I'm really tired.
Because this morning I was prepping the news and I fed the kids. They're sitting in the seats at 7:30 eating, and I sit down to the computer and open it up and I start doing stuff. And Pete writes me a message, and I'm like, "What the fuck is Pete doing up at 7:30 in the morning?" This explains it.
Yeah.
Okay, Gus, this is fantastic.
Games with Planet says Steph talking about cycles again. It's important. It's important.
Oh my! There's a lot.
Remove the
There's a lot
stigma.
going on in this.
That
one.
is a.
Where is Macarena?
Where is Macarena? 2 minutes away. She's 2 minutes away. Yeah, good. To remind you what that is.
Yep.
Yeah. I love it. This is fantastic.
Nice.
We
There
did
we go.
it.
Ronish,
Ronish, I hope you're happy.
only approval in the chat, please.
Yes, this is great, Gus, says Ronish.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Oh, and Gus says, can Gus remove the church roof for a small Hot Fuzz reference?
And put
well done.
it through Timothy Dalton's jaw.
I could be going for a Timothy Dalton look as well, I think.
Yeah, you
he's done
could.
this at one stage.
Yeah, last name is definitely Dalton. The food's here.
I love the Pocky in the sky. That's great.
But that's it, isn't it, Nick?
No, you guys can do jelly bells.
Yeah, all right. No, it's 10:30. It's 10:40.
It's 10:40.
No, we got to go to post show. We got to go to post
We're
show.
going to post show. Jelly bones, I promise we'll get you next time.
Jelly Bones, we'll get you next time. I'm so sorry.
Church roof is broken, a la Hot Fuzz. I'll fix that one up.
Code name? Did you actually wave at me? I was probably doing stuff.
Context,
What?
please.
You need to hit me up with a cool emote and a dance.
And can you give me whose name was that again?
Or purple ball.
Ronish was the most recent one. The one you
Ronish.
just
All
dropped.
right. So, if we've got enough time, jump back on just a quick recap. Ronish was Batman.
Yep.
Voila.
Very nice.
Let's go back and
A
check.
million references in there.
Padraig, the family crest. Just bloody adorable and makes me a little bit like...
That one's going to come up beautifully.
That's going
I
to look
love that.
really lovely.
Can't wait to see the
Yeah.
color in there. It's gonna
Both
be
of
great.
I like that there's a castle, there's a castle in there, but it's
Yeah.
it's Slayer
Crusader Kings.
Slayer's Fire. but
Yeah.
Crusader Kings on the side. They just look so happy. I'm just so happy for them. And then spelt wrong. Simba.
There was Cinnamon's Bends.
Shut up. All right.
What was that?
Tonight's been a distraught kind of evening for me. I'll check back. It's up in the top. Cinnamon buns as a $10 schnitty hamburger. Scared of things in the water. Duck feet. Me as riding the bomb in the background. Fallout a la
Loveless from Wiki Wild Wild West.
Yep.
And an anglefish and a blobfish in front of a gong. I will remember to make that a gong for Wollongong. So there we go.
That's so cute.
3 Pock-arts to get finished up, and they will look superb.
You know who that burger looks like? Headley.
Very much so. All right. They are finito.
Yay!
Come on back to the couch, Gussie. I'll put up. That was Pock-art. Thanks again to Raj for presenting the back Pock-art to everyone and not getting the show cancelled just yet. It's only a matter of time. But look,
It'll happen.
We're still in the air.
We're still in the air.
Still
Sounds like a peak panic. We're still in the air.
Are we live?
Here.
Oh, yeah, I totally was meant to cut underneath that as well. To something like this. One of those.
So obviously we've got a few. I've still got about 4 Pock-arts from the original stream that we did maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now that still need to be finished. Hamish McKenzie.
We're thinking a Pock-art straight up stream?
No, I'm saying I've got more to finish from that stream.
Oh,
now we've
gotcha.
got 3 more there.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant is a busy man. But those are top of the list, so they will be done first in terms of being coloured, being finished, being sent off to you guys, and then they'll find themselves on the screen behind us as well. So thank you to everyone who is behind me now. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone who is a tier at that level for getting there, for waiting and being so patient for the Pock-arts, because they are coming. There's just a lot going on. There's work, there's facial hair management, and there's art to do. This is my life at the moment.
Andy Pie says, can we see Gus do the colour in a stream? I don't know that...
I mean, yeah, it's probably less interesting, to be honest.
Probably just do like can you do like a capture while you do it?
I could.
You could do like a speed up thing.
Yeah, I could definitely capture it and then do a time lapse and maybe post that.
Maybe
then you could just do it chill in your own home and you don't have to worry.
It is my me time where I just like put on some chill music. I
Yeah.
put on some Zelda lo-fi chill.
Some tidy whities.
Yay, Macarena!
How was she?
She was very confused.
I'm not surprised.
Who orders donut holes at this time of night?
Scotty wants some.
Scotty is
Go ahead.
She's definitely far more interested than she was before.
She's like, I am awake. I am here. What's in the bag?
We were just saying thank you to everyone who is at the Pock-art tier who is still waiting on their final arts to be done. They are coming, as well as the ones that we just did tonight. And of course, if you would like your very own Pock-art done and being part of this stream as well, you can become a patron at patreon.com/backpocket. Look at me nail it this time. See how I slow down when I do it now? Because if you want to, and if you're not a fan of being a Patreon, you can go to YouTube, which is at youtube.com/backpocket channel. And if you're just like, where am I now? If you're confused in your browser, you'd look up and see up in the bar up the top, it says www.twitch.tv/back_pocket. So thank you to those people who are there. Who are you?
And a big thank you to the Game Boys as well for coming and hanging out. That was heaps of fun.
Yep.
I really hope our credit card info is not on that there. And then also, we obviously, Gus, thank you very much for what you did for Movember. That was a phenomenal effort, and such a phenomenal effort that we have already hit our fundraising goal of $2,500.
Thank you so much, everyone. I know it sounds silly.
Kindness is the winner.
It actually makes it all worth it now. Thank you so much.
So that is amazing. Of course, just because we hit the goal, I assume, do we keep accepting donations? We seem to have hit it exactly.
You might be able to.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure you can. That would be very
I
weird if
can't
you
imagine a charity that would stop accepting money at this point.
So we will be continuing this all month, obviously, for the month. So if you haven't donated or think you can in the future or something, then obviously it's going to a fantastic cause that is raising awareness about men's mental health throughout all of November and the importance of being able to open up and talk to people about your problems. So that's a lovely thing, and I'm very excited that we are part of that.
And we'll see the results of that. Obviously, next week, we may not be doing a traditional episode on the Thursday night. We've got a few things on, as Nick said at the start of the show. So we may be just doing a regular stream from home. We'll be doing something. But the week after that, you're going to see what happened to this and what happens to that. So over the course of this month, more facial hair drama to come. Maybe not drama, maybe just,
Do you reckon you have enough on the side here for a bit of this? If we get some mustache wax?
If I take these handlebars off, I can
He definitely.
I can bring that up.
Yeah,
That really starts selling the
Yeah.
what's going on down the oil baron look I'm going for.
You should definitely keep a big tash. I reckon you should.
I kind of want to keep the tash, but like maybe for Movember I should take it off.
No, you could. That's totally one of the options on the Movember.
But I'll be walking around for these first few weeks, and people are looking at me going like, "You absolute fraud! You did not grow that in 7 days."
That's not. That's not the point.
I don't know. I should know. But I feel like isn't the point where you're just wandering around? It's not about who can grow the thickest mustache in a month. It's going that person has a mustache. Oh, that's Movember. Oh, I should donate to something.
That's a good point.
It's just you see someone with a mustache and you go, I know why that's there. So,
I think the idea is that it's different from what you usually have. So if you're a person who normally has a mustache, you would remove it and then start over. If you have a beard, you can remove the rest of it. And
I feel like if anyone was to, and they wouldn't give me any grief in the street if I ran into them, I'd be like, I was held down and shaved live on the internet to raise money.
Plus, you could also just say you're very virile.
I love the idea of someone giving you grief on the street being like, hey dickhead.
Who would take on anyone with this kind of facial hair?
That's true.
Who would have the gall to come up to this and say, I don't trust where that facial hair came from?
That's true. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching and hanging out. As always, a very enjoyable time. We've got the post show coming up, so if you are a member of the Patreon, then head to the Discord, get the post show link, and we will see you there in a couple of minutes. But until then, we will see you next Monday for the news, but hopefully we'll also see you unofficially, not as Back Pocket, but as Low-Key on Sunday night at 7 p.m. on twitch.tv/Ubisoft ANZ for Voyage to Valhalla, an Assassin's Creed game show presented by Xbox.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be
How exciting. All right, let's back it out, team.
I bid you.
Wait, do we don't back out of this?
That's you.
Everyone go forward.